Man, I hope this all works. All right, so now that we're live, what do I do? How do I tweet a link?
There it is. I'll tweet it. You guys can retweet it.
Okay.
Copy link.
Simeon Jimmy. I was about to retweet that.
Gotta hold up my reading material while tweeting. Just like a real blue check mark.
Oh, I forgot to tag you guys in it. Oh well. Just go retweet it.
You're logged into my account?
No. I meant on your phone. What if I was? Yeah, just answer some DMs.
Oh, this is for the live. Okay. This is Boomer Hour.
Yeah, I think they can tell by our setup.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Whoa. Okay.
Is that 100 Mexican dollars
Yeah,
right there?
You're going to have to operate this because I'm not really sure how to.
Operate your computer?
Like this aspect of it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, I got to retweet
Why
that.
am I taking it away?
I just don't want it to
Hey everybody,
encumber me.
we are, in case you don't know, YouTuber Gokanaru, who his big claim to fame last year was his dissection of H3H3 podcast. Was that basically the idea, Emp?
I suppose that's correct.
Okay.
Hey, can you hear us all right?
Gokanaru put up a video today that evidently has a lot to do with me, and evidently Emp is in this video. So I thought, hey, we're all here. Let's watch it live for the first time together with you guys, right? And our setup is really janky because we're a bunch of boomers who don't know what we're doing, and I guess you'll be watching it on Rusty's TV behind our heads.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys can hear it. We should probably do a sound test with the audience so that they can acknowledge whether or not they can hear us.
So we're all using just one microphone. Well, Mumkey's covering it now. All right, we're all using one microphone. So can you hear us all? EmpLemon, why don't you just give some of your classic commentary?
Yeah, how about you say anything at all and stop hiding behind a newspaper?
Oh, me? I was just adhering to YouTube ad-friendly guidelines.
You know what we should do? We should do a mini SOTY episode right now as a sound test, because I know there was something in the car you were talking about that you really wanted to address publicly on the show. What was that thing you wanted everybody to hear about, Emp?
Oh, as the walls are closing in on our orange in chief, the walls
Our Cheeto in chief. Okay.
Cheeto or mango in chief, the walls of my rectum have been coated in a spectacular green paint as my bowel movements have been producing a very green dung. It happened multiple times today and yesterday.
So can you guys hear all of us at a pretty good?
They say we're all kind of low.
Yeah, we're low.
Yeah, we're all having to share the same mic.
Well, if Emp wants to, sit on my lap, that's a-okay with me.
Just say it into the mic.
Yeah, get closer, buddy. Stop hiding behind a newspaper. Mods ban anyone who says it's pre-recorded. What are we doing in we're doing a Wings of Redemption stream right now? Hey, come on, get closer. Act like we all like each other. Come on.
That's right. They need to see they need to see this pro-establishment message.
Is this like a Leafy video? You're hiding your chin behind a newspaper the whole time? Hey guys, it's me, Leafy.
Like the guy from Home Improvements.
Yeah, the neighbor hiding behind the fence. Yeah.
So
audio is fine. Okay, well let's test if they can hear the actual video now.
Yeah.
Where's Joe? Did he leave the podcast?
Can you guys hear that?
Wait, is this the beginning of the video?
Yeah. Oh, we have to start it.
Oh.
Okay, so can you guys hear that okay?
Is that too low, too loud? Well, I guess it's can't tell now. It's quiet.
Is it backwards for them too, or just us?
Oh,
do we have to watch this whole thing reversed?
It better not be fucking backwards.
It looks like it's gonna be.
Is this shit in reverse?
Wait,
your
so
webcam's all inverted.
They haven't been seeing my headline correctly this whole time.
Just you. Okay, good.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
sweet.
Oh, does Gokanaru live in a swamp just like us? Oh, wait, no.
All right,
you.
well, what's up, everyone?
I guess we're watching it now then?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one way for us to watch content. Guys, we're watching this the same way you are.
So
Okay.
that's a little
This
weird
is
to think
all
about.
of our first time watching this video, by the way. So
Yeah, this is live initial reaction, never before
Right.
seen.
Sorry, we gotta look at it through our live stream.
yeah, it's just a horrible setup.
I'll give it a
We can all
rewatch.
watch it
after
like
is
this.
over.
Wait, so how do we pause it then when we want to talk?
Just hit click that. Or,
Okay. So I think our strategy should be we'll watch, however so many chunks at a time, and then we'll only talk when we pause it, so it's not us talking over Gokanaru. Like, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of a nightmare if there's 8 different things happening at once. Like, let's just watch it, and then every few minutes we can pause and discuss.
Listen, I would use OBS, but it was fucking up. So there's
Yeah, MacBook Pro boy over here.
Mac user. Everyone in chat laugh at the Mac user.
My OBS works great on my Windows 10 machine over here, so if only.
Okay.
Okay.
So just pause if you have something to say.
F for Mac users. Oh, is that you, Valerie?
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's watch this shit.
God, this is so fucking janky.
Is the audio gone for anybody else? Uh-oh. I hope that guy's trolling.
Audio's fine for me. All right.
Yeah.
Audio down. Oh, fuck audio. One of you turn it on. See if you can hear us.
I'm sure it's all fine.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like totally my eye when I smoke weed, bro.
All right, let's just I think we're all good. I think everything's set up.
Watch it behind
You
us.
can see
Yeah.
the reflection of the ceiling. I thought that was in the video, but no.
And this is our first experience of this
Dude.
film.
Nerd City, Cold Wednesday got shit of this production quality.
Hey.
Fuck them.
This looks like a really high production value for something I'm watching on a live stream
Yeah, it's
in reverse.
in like less than 420 or what was it?
I mean 480.
480, whatever. Fuck it.
Rusty's always got 420 on the mind.
420 on the mind. The food here? All right.
Ah, sweet, my burrito.
God damn it.
Right when the stream starts. Time to eat. Can't hear. What can't you hear?
They can't hear us because the reason you can't hear is because we should not be talking over the video. So
Ugh.
we'll just we will pause it when we want to talk from now on.
It's just the mic is muted.
No, it's not fucking muted. What
Are they trolling?
Who cares?
That's how they have to watch it.
Hi, I'm a YouTuber.
Hi.
And
Hello,
welcome to my
Gokanaru.
nightmare.
This isn't a live broadcast. You can't hear you say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
No. Yeah. This
YouTube
is
does not care about its creators. They care
Oh,
more
yeah.
about maintaining a clean corporate image.
Yeah.
And this has been proven time and time again. But the most significant case was when they decided to delete Mumkey Jones's YouTube channel. Some might even say this isn't about Mumkey. This is about
The animal can be seen on video grabbing and dragging a little boy.
But many say that he wasn't attacking the boy. In fact, he was just playing with him.
Officials made the decision to shoot
What's his name again?
the kid,
Habanero?
saying that a tranquilizer
I think
dart
it's like
would have been too risky.
Harold
An
or something.
endangered animal
Hibachi.
has been shot and killed at a zoo that was meant to protect him. Many have asked, why didn't you just tranquilize the animal?
They stand by the decision that they made. Did they make the right decision?
Mumkey Jones was a YouTuber like any other, okay? He made amateur videos with his friends, and you can tell that he took a lot of pride in the work that he did. There's just one teensy-weensy little problem.
Where the heck is my Bible? Surely there's an
Ever notice
answer
how
in
big
there.
Gokanaru's nose
It's
is?
over on the bookshelf. but there's no
Yeah, it's
way
very
you're
large.
gonna
Good
make it.
God.
We should pause if we want
make
to.
it, because I hold
Fine.
the Lord in my heart.
He had an edgy sense of humor, okay? And he was not afraid to explore taboo subjects that most politically correct people would prefer to just pretend don't exist.
Hmm.
There are certain topics
Politically
that, you
incorrect
would say, like, I'm
content.
not going to talk about
How
that. That's like kicking the
garish
hornet's
and
nest.
overbearing.
We're
Mumkey
trying to
Jones was
not
the kind of
talk
person
without
who, when you
pausing.
said that about a topic,
Yeah, and he turns his face
picks up
away.
the hornet's nest and pulls it open.
You see, while Mumkey's content was definitely edgy, it was never malicious.
He's trying to figure out what's the queen, what's the ideology here. Let's figure out what it is and then crush it.
In fact, the videos that got him banned were the ones where he literally mocked the incel king himself, Elliot Rodger.
Incel is involuntarily celibate, meaning you've tried many times and failed.
Incels believe in a strange cosmology where a male archetype named Chad talks to women with ease. and
Okay,
is
should we pause it?
avoidant.
Sure, yeah.
Incels define themselves in opposition.
I'll let you take in charge of pausing it.
Oh, so I have to lean all the way forward every time.
Well, someone has to.
Yeah. I don't. So, Emp, are you gonna ever put down your newspaper?
And stop my resisting of the current administration? I think
Mhm.
not.
Yeah, not until he's impeached.
Yeah.
The truth is, Emp's holding this up because he's wearing a shirt with a swastika on it.
Wow. You would have thought for the stream you would just wear any other shirt.
I know it would make sense to dress appropriately, but
So I have to say, just right off the bat, 5 minutes into the Gokanaru video, the fact that he is even talking about Elliot Rodger at all shows the massive balls that this man has, because that's exactly what I was banned for. It was just having the Elliot Rodger's face and name in a video at all. So I don't, and the fact that he uploaded this yesterday and they gave it a strike and took it down while it was on private. So
Yeah, same thing happened to you.
yeah, so I've got a feeling YouTube really does not want this kind of shit to be out there.
Yeah,
And Gokanaru
Oh, yeah.
fought the system, and he actually, it looks like, managed to win temporarily, right?
Well, Gokanaru, he sent me a screenshot where he DM'd Team YouTube on Twitter, and we all know how unresponsive they are. But he actually got a human-looking response from Team YouTube saying that they reinstated the video, and
And he should have replied, "Hey, could you reinstate the Mumkey
And
Jones
they-
channel
yeah,
too while
right.
you're at
Like,
it?"
after that, he still said that it had problems with the mobile viewership. Apparently, it was blocked on mobile
Yeah,
platforms.
what is the significance?
it's
Why
very-
would you ban the method of watching? Like, why would you ban cell phone viewing?
Like 10 months after all the Mumkey shit went down, it's still really fishy with how they're handling this stuff.
well, now what I think is that there really was a low-level employee that had way too much power, and they had the ability to completely ban channels, and they had something against you, just a straight-up vendetta. And that
maybe
person's moved on to
Peter
something
Rodger
else.
works for YouTube.
Yeah, right. Maybe.
Silicon Valley fucks like to stick together, huh? Like, should we continue?
Yes.
Yeah.
To this as too ugly or awkward and resent women for falling for the Chads of the world.
Now, for those of you who
Fuck
don't know,
Chad.
Elliot
Women.
Rodgers is one of the most notorious school shooters around. Not because he was particularly successful or scary, mainly because of the opposite. He was a complete loser in every sense of the word.
Hi, Elliot Rodger here.
Huh.
Tomorrow is the day of retribution. The day in which I will have my revenge against humanity.
You see, before he set out on his night of retribution, he released a manifesto and uploaded a few videos to YouTube. And in these pieces, he essentially revealed that he was a massive narcissist who genuinely believed that women owed him their bodies and affection.
I'm 22 years old and I'm still a virgin. I've never even kissed a girl. It has been very torturous. It's not fair. You
Maybe
girls
if he
have
used
never been
better
attracted to
lighting,
me.
he would have had a
No.
better chance for
I don't know
girls.
why you girls
Oh,
aren't
you're talking about
attracted to me.
Elliot Rodger?
Because
Yeah.
you were a selfish, pathetic loser who had never held yourself accountable for any action, preferring to project your lack of success as being the fault of others for not providing it to you on a silver platter.
And don't forget
I'll
playing video
punish
games like
you
a
all.
degenerate. Stupid gamers.
It's an injustice, a crime.
Banana.
Because I don't know what you don't see in me. I'm the perfect guy.
Oh, okay. A real sick guy, basically.
Now, all I'm saying is this straight down light. I know this lighting isn't very good, so I shouldn't be talking. But this straight down, top down light on Gokanaru's face. Look at the elongation on that nose shadow.
His nose looks like a sundial.
It goes all the way to the bottom of his chin.
I can tell what
Yeah,
time it is.
it's like a sundial, right?
If you stood outside, you can tell what time it is.
If you stood outside, you can tell what time it is.
What's
the calendar that's in England that the sun shines through?
I'm not participating in the shitting on Gokanaru's appearance
All right,
conversation.
fine.
You guys can go all night, but
I'm sure his mother thinks he's a very handsome.
I think he's handsome. I'd fuck Gokanaru.
So much so that he actually blamed his life's problems on women, and he sought to have innocent people pay the price for his loneliness.
All those girls that I've desired so much, they would have all rejected me and looked down upon
Turned
me
up
as
the
an
Yeah.
inferior man if I ever made a sexual advance towards them.
Now, thankfully, his night of retribution was pretty much completely botched, okay? Nothing went according to plan. He did, however, kill a few people, so it is sad. Don't kid yourself. But when Mumkey Jones decided to start a series where he dissected the mind of Elliot Rodger, he wasn't doing it so that he could encourage or promote the hilariously disconnected ideologies of the kid. No, he was straight up mocking him.
Phase 2, War on Women. It wasn't just beautiful, sexually active people that Elliot wanted
Where
symbolic
did you get
revenge
these pictures
against.
from?
He also
Google.
wanted to declare war against women in general.
What I would want to say about Mumkey and him dealing with the Rogers meme is that that's a topic that like it seems pretty off limits, but something that everyone wonders about that is like, why did he do it and what's causing this? Why is it happening more frequently?
The purpose of this video is to cut through the political bull and to answer these questions once and for all. Why did this?
What I'm curious about is that it seems Gokanaru made the creative choice to censor out all the naughty words. I'm wondering, did he think this video was going to be monetized or something?
Oh, well,
Like-
is it demonetized?
I believe I messaged him behind the scenes, and I think it's demonetized.
It's almost certainly demonetized. Probably age restricted at this point too. I'm not sure
I'm
why.
surprised it's still on. I'm surprised it's still on YouTube.
Yeah, I wonder how many views it has. Because I mean, with all the throttling with demonetized videos.
Yeah.
I wonder
But,
what his P score is.
So hey, Gokanaru, let me know why you censored out all the naughty words in this video about brutal murder and
I
all
don't
that.
think, is he here? I haven't. The screen's kind of far away. I can't read.
I don't know if he's in the chat,
in the
but
chat.
you know he'll.
I think he said he would. He's kind of exhausted after the process of constantly
Yeah.
re-uploading and tweaking the video for like the past 72 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past him if he's just sleeping right now.
He deserves another 9-month hibernation until he comes up with his next masterpiece. I think that's the
Yeah, content cop on iDubbbz.
yeah.
Someone says, "LOL, you guys haven't seen anything yet."
Oh
So
boy.
maybe this gets
Oh,
intense.
is he gonna play my full sex tape on screen? But he
I
still
don't know.
censors out the word bitch. Okay.
Tragedy happened, and what can be done to prevent similar tragedies from happening in the future?
And Mumkey, he reads the manifesto and he figures out, okay, what was he trying to accomplish?
In essence, because no girl had ever asked him out on a date, Elliot intended to massacre an entire sorority house full of women.
And then, can we make fun of that?
And he marches up to the door and turns the handle, and it's locked.
And he made fun of the entire thing.
So he does what anybody holding a gun would do when faced with a locked door. He knocks on it for several minutes. He just uploaded a video saying he was going to shoot up this sorority house, and he has to know that the police will be there any minute. And he's standing at the door.
People are trying to tell us in the
for
chat that the
several
TV is off.
minutes.
Like we can't fucking
Hey,
see it.
excuse me.
Yeah, as though we're
Look
not
at all
watching the
these
TV.
Yeah, would you mind letting me in so I
We're
can
looking at an
slaughter all
image
you
of
like the
ourselves.
animals you are?
What with the TV
Hello?
behind.
Yeah, we're watching this
Oh,
on the
rats.
TV behind our
Rejected
heads.
again.
The couch
So
is
by the end
off.
of it, you end up thinking,
Yeah, the couch is turned off.
this guy's a loser. And an
Shout out to
incel,
Nerd
and
City.
he's not like
Way
this
to go out on a
badass,
limb and spread awareness
hero
about
who got
Mumkey when
vengeance, which is what
very
he
few
wanted
people
everyone to think,
seemingly
you know.
did.
So like those guys who do
Yeah.
shocking things and hurt people, they want to be like seen as suddenly a badass.
Eh.
And Mumkey, what he did is he kind of like broke that fantasy apart and said like, no, this guy's like a loser who used the cheapest way, you know, because otherwise it's kind of more scary.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, why are these people doing that? Let's figure out why and let's make fun of it.
God
It is
forbid we make fun
shocking,
of mass
but there's a lot
murderers
of art
on
that's
YouTube.
challenging enough that you feel shocked when you see it. And Mumkey's definitely like that.
But the point here is, for the third phase in a row, Elliot has failed drastically. Each and every time he has a plan to kill specific people, and he fails to do so. Will Elliot have a stroke of good luck in the final phase? What the fuck do you think?
Violence in schools, whatever reason they're attracted to.
Can you just
If
say
they're
the
looking
cuss
it up
words
on
over the
YouTube
cuss
and they come
words?
away
Yeah.
thinking that guy's a
He
huge
meant to say
loser,
fuck.
that's better for all of us.
Like in no reality did someone with half a brain watch Mumkey's videos and think that he was glorifying the idiocy of Elliot Rodger. But you see, despite the fact that Mumkey's videos were very clearly satirical, despite the fact that Mumkey had stopped making videos about Elliot months prior, and despite the fact that YouTube manually reviewed his content and approved it for monetization multiple times, on December 11th of 2018, Mumkey Jones was erased from the platform without any warning.
Can we get an F in the chat?
Dude, that's our 9/11. December 11, 12/11. That's our 9/11.
Some F's in the chat.
It's like an autopsy.
That was the thing that pissed me off the most about your termination was the fact that you were just reading. You just made an audiobook version of what he wrote.
Well, it was one of the videos. One of the videos that got taken down was a video you were in where you were just doing a song about Elliot Rodger that was like
You could
an
make,
outtake from one
but
of
you could at
the other
least make the
videos.
case with that video that maybe it was glorifying the character, even though it was clearly
So
in
you have
jest.
to be an absolute idiot with just no understanding
But
of
the
satire
the
at all.
audiobook aspect of it makes no fucking sense because you're just reading you're reading the actual source material,
Especially
without
considering
commentary.
like New York Times, all the news publications, the legacy media news, they have the same thing with like a bunch of serial killers or terrorist manifestos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was not the only Elliot Rodger manifesto audiobook on YouTube. There are several of them, and only mine was striked down. The only one. What are you gonna do?
That's gay.
Monkey Jones' channel is just completely gone. The channel that made a lot of videos about
You'll get
Elliot
F in the
Rodger,
chat
he
for
generally
T-Series
made it
taking
in
over the
sense
most
of
subscribed from
making fun
PewDiePie.
From what I can tell, he's uploaded these videos for a while. And then all of a sudden,
He received 6 community guideline strikes on 2 of his channels, resulting in their termination.
they could have just deleted the videos or age restricted them. But why remove the channel?
Within a day, his gaming channel was gone, and within a week, all 4 of the new accounts created by his friends and girlfriend were also removed.
Snapped away
For
like
all
fucking
intents and
Thanos.
purposes, he was completely blacklisted.
2 or 3 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago now, I would post just
I don't want to hear this.
I know, it's like just hearing your own
blogs here
voice.
talking about my experiences with depression and thoughts of suicide, and that ultimately spawned the live show podcast, The Depression Chamber, where people do similar things anonymously.
You
and
just
I
have to
read
like
their
mentally
stories.
check out for most of this
And
video.
I thought I would bring it back today because I think it's fair to say I am at the lowest point in my life.
Oh, it gets lower, buddy. Don't you
Lost my
worry.
dream career.
The dramatic
Had
irony
all
is
of my channels
palpable.
taken down, and I know it's been literally 5 months since that happened, and I should have moved on by now. It shouldn't still be on my mind every day, because really, it's a YouTube channel. How pathetic could a person be to really care about that?
Good point. Good point.
To have had so much success in a field that I always dreamed of being in, and to have it stripped away so fast, it's hard to get over it. But I've been really struggling. I just want to make videos that make people laugh, and I've been making a lot of
self-destructive decisions because the depression and the suicidal thoughts they came back in full swing.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
Copyright claim, network footage.
All right, so before I get into the juicy bits, let me explain the strikes. At the time the Mumkey was deleted, it worked that once you get 3 strikes, your channel's removed. Now, usually it worked that 1 strike was like a warning, a 2nd strike was for a repeated offense, and then a 3rd strike was for breaking the rules continually. Mumkey received 6 strikes in 1 day. 3 on his main channel and 3 on his 2nd channel. And to add insult to injury, YouTube incorporated a system where you now get an extra warning on top of the 3 strikes.
We know that most of the time, creators don't break the rules intentionally and just want to get back to making great content. So we're giving everybody a warning the very first time they post content that crosses the line with no penalty to their channel.
Meaning that really you need 4 strikes to get terminated.
This is to make sure everyone takes the time to learn about our community guidelines and understands what went wrong before they face more severe consequences.
Imagine Mumkey's reaction when this was introduced.
What
Just
was
like
your
a
reaction,
few
Mumkey?
months
This is
after
the
he got
first
taken
I've heard
down.
about it.
But okay, you might be thinking, well, what did this guy do, right? Like, he must have broken the rules pretty badly. Well, let's take a look at the strikes.
My Twisted World. The Story of Elliot Rodger by Elliot Rodger.
This was an audiobook version of that incel we talked about, his manifesto. Mumkey reads it word for word, not adding any commentary or opinion of his own.
All of my suffering on this world has been at the hands of humanity, particularly women.
Now, on the surface level, that might sound kind of bad, right? But just think about it this way. This is completely normal practice. If you look for an audiobook version of Hitler's Mein Kampf, you're going to find it on YouTube. If you're looking for Elliot's manifesto, guess what? You can find it anywhere. It was literally published by the New York Times. It's also been directly referred to and linked by the Washington Post, Vice, USA Today, and the LA Times, among many others. So nothing that documents or shares this hilariously narcissistic manifesto should ever be considered hate speech. Things like this should be publicized because it's a perfect raw look into the mind of a delusional killer. You know, the event happened. We can't undo that, but by documenting it, we can at least try to learn from it. And I think YouTube kind of agrees with this because when Mumkey confronted them about this on Twitter, they stopped responding entirely. So that's a garbage strike.
This world we live in is twisted. There's no denying that. Women reject the sophisticated, nice guys like us.
Fucking side.
It's unjust and it's unfair.
I forgot about
Luckily,
that.
Before he died in a heroic final act of retribution, Saint Elliot Rodger wrote a blueprint for what society should become in order to make the world a better place.
Okay, this is definition satire. Just so you understand the context, in Elliot Rodger's manifesto, there's a section near the end where he outlines his golden plan for humanity, where he basically just drones on about how sex is the ultimate evil and that in order to stop sex, we should just eradicate all women.
Sexuality will completely cease to exist.
Probably
Love will
unironically.
cease to exist. It is the only way to purify the world.
And Mumkey, being the satirist that he is, took that and made it funny.
This is perfectly logical reasoning. As scientists have proved time and time again, human sexuality isn't a naturally occurring evolutionary trait. Men only want to have sex because of the presence of females. If women aren't around, then men will literally never feel the desire for sex, and they'll definitely never feel love.
He basically just played along with Elliot's stupidity while simultaneously pointing out the obvious logical fallacies.
Some might argue that in this scenario, there would be a huge boom in homosexual relationships, but we're just going to have to trust Elliot's judgment on this one since we can't ask him for clarification.
So the intention here was very clearly to mock Elliot and to be funny, not to promote hate speech.
If we come together, we can untwist this twisted world. Or we can just play World of Warcraft in our bedroom for 14 hours a day and wonder, I wonder why I don't have a girlfriend.
Only an algorithm would be capable of taking this seriously.
Goddamn algorithm.
the algorithm.
I fucking hate the algorithm so much.
This one is literally a minute-long fake movie trailer Mumkey made by compiling clips.
No,
that
bedhead
he
Bernie made it!
YouTube himself.
Bernie should have been
These are
taken
clips
down.
that Mumkey and his friends used to further
He
mock
forced
how
me
much of
to
a
put it up.
disconnected narcissist this guy was. It was obviously satirical and definitely did not contain any graphic or violent images. This is especially ironic because if you look up Elliot Rodger the movie trailer, there's a video with over 200,000 views that actually contains footage from the shooting. But no, Mumkey's is the one with all
Really?
the graphic and violent images. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Will Mumkey become a Elliot? This is another one where I can just play a clip.
Do this quiz to find out whether you are a suitable school shooter or not. Do you ever harm yourself? No, pathetic. I guess I'll have to go with no by default because I don't do it.
The fact
Do
that
you
this
ever
one
feel
got taken
extreme
down is
feelings
really strange.
Of isolation or social withdrawal. I mean, I do feel lonely, but it's something that I don't really. It doesn't bother me as much as it used to, just because I do live with a person now.
There's literally nothing wrong with it. I mean, was it with the premise?
yeah, thanks, I
Him
needed this.
taking a completely unserious test to see if he's a school shooter? Okay, maybe, but it definitely wasn't encouraging or promoting violent or dangerous acts.
Oh, what does this mean? Oh, you're kind of school shooting,
Oh, hey, a
but
Redditor.
not 100%. This poor fucking guy. Does he have any idea that his image of him in a fedora is being used as the "you're almost a school
Isn't
shooter"
that what you do in your video?
You know what? That does sound like encouraging violent acts to me. Psst. Hey, algorithm. That was sarcasm. This one is honestly insane.
This one is
Like,
Rusty's
this
fault.
should worry you.
Oh, it's-
just wrap your head around this, okay?
This
A
was an
video
inside
that
job
set
by
to
Rusty.
private, as
He
in
knew
had
that
0
Mumkey
views,
was a
nobody had
threat in
seen
his
it,
subscriber count.
was used to take down Mumkey Jones' channel. I mean, this is absolute proof that this was a calculated witch hunt. They wanted him dead, and they did not care how sloppy they got with it. The contents of the video really don't matter because it was private. Nobody saw it. It was just another satirical
Mattered to
Elliot
me.
Rodgers video that Mumkey uploaded as a test. It was initially made to conclude his Elliot Rodgers series and was basically a music video of him theatrically rejecting the killer, much like all the women that he cried about in his manifesto.
You were my best friend.
I got a strike for this video as well on my second channel.
Yeah, I remember what happened. You tweeted. All right, so this was like during the whole thing, right after Mumkey got taken down. We took to Twitter to try to just at Team YouTube, like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on? So I think you tweeted at Team YouTube, why did Mumkey get this video taken down when it's uploaded to my channel and it's perfectly fine that they striked your video?
Yeah, and it was
They said, "Oh,
monetized.
thanks for pointing it out, buddy.
Yeah,
we'll give you a strike too."
Literal double down.
It was monetized and everything, and I was I call out and then I get a channel strike too. So fuck it.
Knife game safe. Elliot Rodger AMV
Not
fuck that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that has some artistic value. That's poetry. Now, of
Thanks.
course, this harmless music video was
It's like
interpreted
poetry, it
as him
rhymes.
encouraging or
Literally.
promoting violent or dangerous acts. Now, this is a good time to remind you that the majority of these videos were manually approved for monetization, meaning that a YouTube
Oh, yeah,
employee
manually.
watched them and decided that they were worthy of having advertisements play on them. Also, these videos
All
were
right, wait,
up
can
for
we pause right
months
here?
and-
So I've like talked to a lot of people in the YouTube community about this. I think right now the official stance is that the manual review process for monetization, it's based on like outsourced labor from a bunch of different countries nobody knows about, like most likely second world countries, India, Brazil, what have you. And I believe Nerd City went over this in his latest video, his latest expose on how YouTube deals with monetization. That's the official stance. There's just sometimes when I feel like there's no way a human can even review this. And maybe it's just like a really overworked person from India who's just spent the last 15 hours scrolling through content like the scene in fucking Clockwork Orange where the guy's eyeballs are peeled open.
No, it's got to be based on It's got to be based on how they feel, because even if they're not capable of reviewing every minute of the thing. They just kind of get to a point where they go, okay, bad, good, bad, good. If it is actual manual review,
it's like either if it's not, if
everyone's
half the work isn't done by a bot, then it has to be that these employees of the outsourced demonetization team, they have to be like just work so hard that they are literally operating like a drone, where they just do not give a shit.
Yeah, if they have a bad day, if they wake up on the wrong side of the bed, they come in and videos get confirmed demonetized. If they're having a good day, then who knows? Then everything can pass by.
Press 1 in the chat if you think that all YouTube monetization is done by robots.
Even years before Mumkey got striked for them. And the fact that a private video got targeted is just like, that's insane.
That's a lot of ones.
This one is completely not serious. It involves no nudity.
It was Asterios' fault.
Aside from
blaming
every
single person.
Asterios forced me a gunpoint.
Mealtime videos on
post
YouTube.
this.
You'd know that they have a tendency of getting.
That's the same face I made in my fucking sex tape.
Oh, this guy sent us a baby tooth that he lost. Oh, it's taped right there, and it says it should still have blood on it.
Hey Max, I often wondered why anyone hasn't sent you their sperm yet. So to be the first, here it is. There is some fluid at the bottom. I don't know. No way. Are you serious? This is literally a bag of shit. It's basically a used bong with a minion on it.
So when a viewer sent Mumkey a mysterious perfume from Japan that smelled like pheromones, of course he's gonna joke about it.
Oh yeah, I fucking forgot about this.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Now you might think that's bad or worthy of being punished, but well, let's take a look at some.
Rock.
My cummies.
Now this may or may not come as a surprise.
That wasn't fun when you
but
say it.
YouTube is riddled with porn, and the staff are okay with it. With just a few clicks, you can find full-length erotic movies, masturbation coaching videos, fleshlight reviews, you name it.
Don't forget
So
white
long as
girls
there's not
fuck dogs.
full-on,
Can't find that on YouTube.
then you're good to upload it.
They took off white girls fuck dogs.
I just want to shove my foot down in your mouth. Stroke it faster, little piggy. Come for me, little piggy.
I did try to insert this toy, but it's gonna take me a while.
That looks like Jackie.
It's a Minecraft sword.
Which is a wild 3-day event to showcase the heavy hitters of the adult industry. Here is Laura.
They literally knew.
I had no idea that all of this.
Well, I think YouTube actually
show you how to.
YouTube actually allows a lot of nudity, but it gets age
As you're
restricted.
looking here, you can have a finger in there and rub.
Oh, is this the gelking tutorial?
This is two inches.
Put your whole fist right up in there.
The way the vast majority of these channels survive is because they tag their videos as educational or art. I mean, I can't say I understand the artfulness of a bunch of middle-aged men crowding around a chick who's reluctantly spreading her legs. But sure, YouTube,
It's
I
all
guess you
to
can have that
resist
one.
a blood.
Unblur it, Gokanaru, you pussy.
Have you seen the comments on some of these videos?
No.
This one is
It's all
so
like
blatant, man. Like,
people
how did
from
YouTube staff
overseas.
only
Yeah,
age
Indian
restrict
children.
this? The
It's
woman
kinda
is
fucked up.
fully on display. All the guys' faces are censored, and there's a literal link to a weird-looking website in the corner. Obviously, it does not belong on YouTube. And this isn't me just cherry-picking the worst-looking ones, okay? There's a very clear pattern here. I mentioned the erotic movies from before. There are thousands of erotic movies that get millions upon millions of views. And because, I guess, in the most vague context they could be taken as art, YouTube just allows them on their website. Despite the fact that there's constant full-frontal sex scenes and that the titles literally include the word erotic. This channel gained over
Yuck.
300,000 subscribers.
Well,
just
it is a
uploading
lot of
handful
foreign
of
content
erotic
because the
movies.
system.
Two of the upload.
The content checking system is geared for English, so a lot of these countries or a lot of these people get away with it.
So
because-
it's okay when your people do it, is what you're saying.
Well, no, that's the thing, because they write their language in like a bunch of weird squiggles,
Yeah,
so
like
like
rubles.
nothing can pick up on it.
Ancient Egyptian.
Yeah. But if you write like nude sex, then of course a bot's gonna be able to say, all right, that's English.
You got to do it in Spanish and put nudo sexo.
Nudo sexo.
It's just another example of just YouTube. Their kind of reactive, not proactive approach to any of this.
I really like
they only do stuff when people complain, or like government agencies or advertisers or whatever complain, and that's when they do stuff.
Hey, have you all shared this with all of your friends on Facebook and Twitter yet?
I like how when he just said full frontal nudity, like you made a face like it was the most disgusting thing you've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Rusty's a Christian. He doesn't have
He
to deal with
literally has a
that.
cross hung up on the wall. It's not even upside down like it should be. I don't know what is the significance.
If
of
I
it?
even try to turn this webcam,
No,
on, it's
don't
gonna
even
fall.
bother.
I have the webcam duct taped to a light stand right now. This is everything I went to school for. Whatever. I'm a failure.
Okay.
Those are actually the same movie. More recently, this guy gained over 250,000 subscribers over one video. And as you can guess, and as the title would suggest, these films are just straight up softcore porn.
Who subscribes
the literal
to this?
first
I want to
frame
know.
of this one
Who
contains
subscribes
nudity,
to it?
and the whole opening
we
is
need
just
an
a
audit
BDSM
going on.
sex
Who is
scene.
the
And
person
YouTube
who
staff
subscribes
have
to this
obviously
content?
approved of it because it has over 60 million views. Here's a channel that's dedicated to a TV show that is purely full frontal nudity. Here's a video that's literally just a dude pulling
Samantha
back his
Bee, full
foreskin. Check on that channel and, well, look at their top viewed videos. Just a bunch of dudes
show.
pulling back their foreskins. I cannot properly
Hey, my
demonstrate
favorite
to you
shows
how
are on
lenient
YouTube
they
Cut
are.
it off.
It's just impossible to encapsulate in a video. I will leave a link in the pinned comment of this video so that you can see this for yourself. But just know
Boycott
as a general
advertisers.
rule that YouTube does
Boycott
not
them.
enforce their policies
Let
on sexual
McDonald's
content.
know.
Massage videos are also a haven for this kind of stuff, with so much of the content you'll find being the prelude to an
Peggy's
existing adult
massage.
film. And the same
The
applies
feet
for personalities.
fetish videos?
There are
The alien
hundreds of
toss video,
subcultures that
Peggy's
consist
massage,
of women making
Hank
subtly
murders
perverted
Peggy.
content and then promoting
Snapping
their
her neck
Patreon or
massage.
premium Snapchat, where the actual porn hides behind a paywall.
Hey guys, welcome to another try-on video. If you want to see the sexier version of
This is why Elliot Rodger committed what he did. It's because of people like this.
Gokanaru is proving Elliot Rodger correct
underneath for Patreon.
and being a bad person.
This video's getting striked.
That would be sexy.
That is a great idea. Head over to Patreon.
Imagine if Elliot Rodger saw what Belle Delphine was doing in the year 2019.
Want to see more of this? Head over to Patreon.com. Don't forget about Patreon. There'll be a sexier version of this on there. Oh yeah.
Didn't Patreon recently
And
ban
honestly, I
sex
can
workers?
kind of understand why YouTube turns a blind eye to the vast majority of this content. It's because it's harmless. You know, outside of tugging your Twinkie too tight, there's really not much damage that can be done. I mean, hey, they'll take that watch time. I mean, they stand to gain much more by leaving it up than the amount that it would cost for them to take it down. But then let's look at Mumkey. His video that included no nudity, no sexually explicit themes, and that was not made to sexually gratify viewers was struck down as sexually explicit content. Why? Well, they wanted him gone, and they didn't care how little sense it made because it's their platform, and they can enforce, whatever rules they want. But there's one thing that is very important when you start enforcing rules, and that is consistency. If Mumkey is going to get striked for something as harmless as this, but people can go on and make actually sexually explicit content, well, then your rules mean nothing. But Chris, look at the title, man. They probably striked him because it seemed like pedophilia. Oh, don't even get me started on
pedophilia.
YouTube treats borderline pedophile channels better than they do edgy content creators.
It's true.
And Mumkey
Uh-huh.
is proof.
That's absolutely
now, before
true.
I get into this, I need to make it clear that pedophilia is a dangerous subject on this website. When people think that they've sniffed out a pedophile, it's often their first instinct to go,
Yeah, boycott advertisers for no reason because there's a pedophile on YouTube.
time after
Fucking
time, we've
idiots.
seen people jump the gun on pedophile accusations, and it almost always ends messy. But a few months ago, a dude named Matt came out with a video where he exposed a pedophilia problem that was occurring in the comments section of kids' YouTube videos.
I have discovered a wormhole, as I would call it, into
discovered.
a softcore pedophile.
Matt
ring
Wilson did
on
nothing
YouTube.
wrong.
Basically, by using the algorithm and looking
Wormhole.
up harmless gymnastics or dancing videos, you can enter a loop where the algorithm is recommending you videos of little kids recording themselves playing or whatever. And that's all fine, but when you go to the comments of these videos,
They just all kind of brigade the video, and what they do is they timestamp. And the timestamps are the points in the video where the little girls are in compromising positions, sexually implicit positions.
now this Matt dude, God rest his soul, made the big mistake of targeting his outrage toward advertisers and news outlets.
Tell everybody about this. Show people. Send it to local news outlets. Send it to BuzzFeed, whoever. So what I have done is I've compiled evidence of big brands like Dodge Ram, McDonald's, Disney, Lysol.
Yeah, a perfectly
Grammarly.
logical
I can't
conclusion to the
imagine what these
problem.
brands are going to say about
Step 1,
their
pedophilia.
content
Step
appearing
2, hit
on
up the
these
ads.
kinds of videos.
Essentially, he wanted to drop the nukes, okay? He wanted to start the second adpocalypse, which would basically just ruin the livelihoods of many, many, many creators. He also live streamed his attempts to do this, and the end result was messy, to say the least.
It's weird to say, but I want to make it look bad for YouTube. I want to make it look very bad for YouTube. A YouTube advertiser responded, for real? Oh!
That scared the cat. She like jumped.
Yes, man.
Ah, she's
Yes.
clawing my fucking
Dude,
leg.
that's what I'm
Ow!
talking about.
Okay, she's leaving.
So awesome. That's so
That's
awesome.
not Blaze. That's Rusty's cat.
That is great.
Carter.
That's great. That hits them where it hurts. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thanks for bringing it to us.
Fuck yes.
I just want to say that
Senpai noticed me.
this might be a little insider info, but I'm currently in the research stage of a video surrounding Matt Watson.
It's called "There Will Never Ever Be Another Great Man."
I'll
like
never
Matt
ever be
Watson.
another hero
Hero.
of YouTube content like Matt Watson.
So when is this? You're making like an expose on this fabulous man who tried to save YouTube.
Well, I'm just saying that the story everyone seems to know is somewhat incomplete. That's all I'm going to say for now. But
When can we expect this video to drop? Like tomorrow, next week?
Probably February.
Sometime next year.
Stay tuned to the
Yeah.
EmpLemon channel, folks.
2020.
Yeah, if you're not
We'll be
subscribed,
there.
subscribe.
Did I say Matt Wilson? His name's Matt Watson.
I think you
right?
said Matt Watson.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. He's the fucking ginger messiah of YouTube.
For our attention, Jamie. Our team is aware and investigating this material. Now, look, the battle is still ongoing. Awesome. Now, again, look, guys.
I like him better on Super
This
Mega.
means that YouTubers are going to suffer.
That guy got
unfortunately.
screwed.
Wow. For real? Yeah, well, you know what?
This guy
I guess
reminds
what
me of
that shows is that
DSP.
You care more about money than you do about
What's that?
Dark Side
protecting
Phil.
people, you know?
He
Somewhat
talks
of it
just
affects
like
you.
him.
You're working for KFC, bro. Wow.
Bro,
You care more
wow.
about your money. This guy, I don't like this dude.
Asshole.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you? I sent your video to the head of YouTube Gaming, and I said, "Listen,
Wow, what
you
a
know,
fucking
let's get this
cocksucker.
taken care of." But then I saw you go on to say there's ads attached to this, and we need to get in contact with as many news people as possible.
Yeah,
We need to take
YouTubers who don't
YouTube
want their
down.
ads
And I'm
taken
like,
away
whoa,
for
whoa,
no
whoa,
reason.
whoa.
Any YouTuber who doesn't want their ads taken away for no reason and questions him is somehow a pedophile enabler. I'm sorry, it just pisses me off so much.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure
That
he's
this
making
whole
a
thing
position
even that this whole thing
you
even
have to be on
happened,
his
and
side.
people went along with it. The fucking just slanted, deceptive demagoguery.
To be fair to EmpLemon and the history of SOTY, it was mostly due in part to Reddit and the Reddit community really promoting his expose and so you know
No, Reddit. I love those guys. They want to impeach Plum.
Blumph.
Okay.
You're going to have, YouTubers that have nothing to do with any of this. Their livelihood's going to be affected by this. Like, this could cause another apocalypse, and it will be bad for everybody. Your message has already gotten to YouTube.
Okay, cool.
The video had 30,000 views, and we sent it to YouTube. YouTube already acknowledged to me that they're on it. Now I chose
You say
not to blow this
38,000
story up. I
views?
chose not to cover it on Drama Alert and talk about it and make a big deal about this because I know what the consequences of that is.
You know, I hear you, and all I'm going to say is that those videos should absolutely not be monetized.
What is up, Trouble Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Something is going on in the YouTube community that is bothering me, and it's bothering many other YouTubers. It's a whole campaign, and it's called #WakeUpYouTube. And it all started with a guy known as Matt Watson. Who is this guy? Well, remember when he said he didn't have a Twitter? He had a Twitter, and on this Twitter there was some very creepy stuff. Why did this guy lie to me? What is he trying to hide? And that's when we found Matt's original YouTube channel. There's a schoolgirl walking down the side of the street.
My name's Matt. You know, like throwing some porn would be sick.
And Matt pulls up to her in a car.
I'm hitting late tonight.
Asking her,
interested in shooting an video?
Absolutely disgusting.
Fucking hilarious. Dose of red pill.
Very, very creepy.
Opening up.
It's on YouTube?
Very, very creepy.
That's
well,
I have a YouTube
down for his channel, but
where I make
they're
comedy
mirrored.
videos.
All right, if I don't know, this is probably going to seem like the wrong opinion to have, but I don't like this idea of let's suddenly shame Matt Watson for having a different sense of humor than me. Like,
That's fine, yeah.
yeah, like is this supposed to be evidence of something? Like, I get
no of hypocrisy. If anything,
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Sure,
Yeah.
it's like he's calling other people out. He's trying to say this is a real issue. And it's like, dude, you are the fucking issue that you're trying to call out.
Well, the way I see it, obviously him trying to make all advertisers stop working with YouTube is scumbaggy and just retarded.
Yeah.
But then to be like, but you made comedy that was edgy, so fuck this guy. I don't really agree with that.
It has to do with the fact that he
The nature of
presents
the
himself
comedy.
as so sanctimonious. And it's also worth noting that he privated all these videos off of his main channel. His main channel, that's actually an interesting thing, which I'm gonna get into eventually with my video about him. But his main channel is full of like sort of no-fap related, ironically, incel
Isn't that
rhetoric.
wasn't that the goal of his video though? Is that we should stop fapping to children? Like no fap. I don't see what the inconsistency is, right?
Well,
it's not like he's making jokes about how he wants to fuck kids.
I don't know how they played that one, but it was like a schoolgirl, and he's like, you know, following her and chastising. It's a little bit right on that cusp.
But when we say schoolgirl, was she like 12 or was she like a college student?
It was hard to tell she was Asian.
Well, okay. The point is that it's not that he like owned the content he used to make. It's the fact that he deliberately tried to hide it before making this video.
He knew
that
part
part is fishy.
He knew that he was doing something that was fucked up and that it was going to get a reaction and could easily come back on him. They did it anyways.
And so I think a lot of the videos shown there is from the Matt's comedy channel, which I forget the name of. But if you look up on YouTube, Matt's What It Is re-upload, just some guy has just mirrored all the old videos on the account that he used to upload the whole pedogate video. And I don't know. It's worth a look to try to understand the situation better, but
okay.
The point is,
I guess personally, I just see the two things as unrelated. He made a dipshit video that hurt YouTubers, and that's why we should dislike him. We shouldn't dislike him because he made a bunch of edgy jokes.
Yeah, I mean, I see your point. That
Yeah.
it's just an easy thing. It's
Because
all
what-
part of cancel
Because
culture.
I got fucking the whole point of this video is that I got taken down for making edgy jokes, and now we're like shaming this guy for it. I don't know.
Well, it's the fact that he did that, and he has to act all sanctimonious as like the YouTube.
They're just
ginger
closely
messiah.
related.
Okay.
The thing that he's being criticized for, and the thing that he is criticizing YouTube and trying to get YouTube fucked.
Well, it's like it's the worst thing you can be on the internet, a hypocrite. Because at the end of the day, even that doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I mean, yeah, like there's rape, pedophilia, and then the worst thing you could be is a hypocrite.
Yeah, if you talk attitude sides of your mouth, you're just
Yes.
game over. Fuck
Absolutely.
you. Okay, that's fair.
Whether you objectively think they're funny or not, they're comedy videos.
In my opinion, this guy is a complete fraud, and this is not about making YouTube safe.
Dude, you realize that this Keemstar guy has a reputation for doing this to people?
This is about Matt Watson trying to get as much internet attention as possible and trying to be seen as a hero.
This guy's a sociopath.
I mean, this right here is starting to remind me of Pony 2012, if you remember that.
Was the girl underage when being asked about being a baby? No, even let's say theoretically, yeah. What the f does that have to do with what I'm talking about? Wow.
Don't believe everything you hear. There's so many fake
Why is the
people
gnome
online,
laughing?
It's unbelievable.
But while that situation definitely
I just
spiraled
got
out of
gnomed.
control, there was one interesting thing to be noted about it. In response to this pedophilia issue, YouTube started disabling the comment section on thousands of kids' channels. And that was somewhat of a controversial move because, well, as YouTube usually does, they kind of met.
Isn't there a rule that you have to be at least 13 to have a YouTube account, or am I thinking of Facebook?
No, it says in YouTube's terms and conditions. I remember because when I was age 12 and I tried to put in my birthday, it wouldn't let me on.
So all these channels should just be banned outright
because
until
it
they're
has to be
13.
directly on YouTube.
That's why on my channel, I don't know if they publicly display this anymore, but it says I'm aged like 119 because when I made the EmpLemon channel, when I made it, I was like underage to go on YouTube. So I set it as like the maximum age possible, like date of birth 1900.
That's pretty funny.
You know, maybe I'm about to get exposed as a hashtag hypocrite, but personally, I don't think anybody under the age of 13 should be allowed to post anything on the internet at all.
Yeah,
you are not prepared to put yourself out there.
No, they're ruined. All the shit that I did growing up is not on the internet.
Yeah, could you imagine if it was? You would be fucked.
No, right, exactly.
Zoomer generation in shambles.
If you're younger than 13, don't post videos. Just watch PewDiePie like
This
you're
is
supposed
why
to.
the Zoomer generation will die off and the millennials will take control again.
What's the difference between millennial and Zoomer?
Millennials are smart and Zoomers are dumb.
And they're also
okay, boomer.
Messed up.
Today I got this email from my YouTube representative. They say, while we work to improve our systems, we've temporarily disabled comments on your channel as a precaution. I kind of thought I was looking on the older side, being a 30-year-old, but apparently I look much younger.
They will not be turning our comment section back on.
But they were completely unwilling and unable to answer the questions we had for them. Things like why other channels with minors weren't being affected, what criteria had made our channel at high risk.
All of the many thousands of comments that have been left over the past couple of years are totally gone.
Now, I kind of understand YouTube's idea.
I just want to say, even though it was kind of unpopular for YouTube to do this, I really thought that disabling the comments on kids' videos was a good change.
Yeah, but then it's just how do they categorize what is kids?
Right? Yeah,
content.
That's always been the problem with YouTube. But just like in a vacuum,
It was the
idea of disabling comments.
It makes sense.
On kids'
There's no
videos,
reason to be commenting
it
on
solves
a
the problem.
video for 4-year-olds.
YouTube comments, they're really not that important. I'm sorry, and I know that it's not like the right thing to say for a lot of these like sentimental channels. I know there's a channel that had like kind of uplifting, inspirational stories of disabled kids and whatnot, but YouTube comments, they just don't matter that much, and if they're being used like literally to distribute pedophilia,
so can disabled kids?
That's a worthy thing.
Can disabled kids comment in a disabled comment section?
Yeah, look at your comment section. Nothing but disabled kids.
With this problem, the videos, okay, those were harmless. The problem was the commenters who took the videos out of context to satisfy their sick urges. But you see, my theory is that YouTube staff gave Mumkey Jones the opposite treatment. The context of his videos was harmless satire, but they saw his comment section and immediately assumed that he was the problem, that he was somehow glorifying Elliot because a few meme accounts were being ironic, which if you know anything about YouTube culture, you know that there's always people in the comments being edgy. But back to the pedophile situation, there was a channel that people started to speculate was run by actual pedophiles called Couture Club. This video is literally just a young girl, sub 13.
Oh, I posted a tweet complaining about this the same day Matt Watson uploaded his video.
So everybody thought you and Matt Watson were in cahoots.
I don't know. That was also a coincidence. But I guarantee
coincidence.
It had nothing to do with each other.
Okay.
To get into precarious positions, and it's called Boobs and Bloomers 2018. And every video is like this. The owner goes on random young girls' clothing sites and compiles any behind-the-scenes or runway video of the girls modeling. There's also a ton of other weird stuff going on here, like the fact that there's a second channel in case the primary gets deleted. If you go to the owner's Twitter, all they do is retweet more young girls' content. If you go to their Instagram account, they repost a bunch of young girls' pictures. And wait a minute, the names of the two accounts are different. So clearly this Roxy chick doesn't exist. And it's just a front, some greasy content aggregator. This channel is their comment section, which thankfully I recorded before YouTube disabled it. This was a video featuring a young model named Olivia as she demoed clothes and walked down a runway. Well, if you go down into the comment section, among the horny adult men, there is a comment by the girl herself. See how easy it is to get sucked down the pedophile rabbit hole? Yeah. Well, to bring this back to Mumkey, he got struck down for a completely unserious video where he said that perfume smelled like a boy. This channel, that could very interpreted as breaking community guidelines, is given the benefit of the doubt. Why is that? Why is it that YouTube staff do not place preference on the personality that help to build their platform?
Is Girls Club still up? People in the chat, let me know.
I'm guessing it is if
Is
he's
it
talking about it.
Is it still? Because I know it took Gokanaru a long
Rusty,
time to make
you
this
were
video.
subscribed to it. Is it still up?
Wait, what is it?
Some fucking channel that shows a bunch of underage models and shit.
Oh, what you was just talking about?
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea.
Well,
And
I guess
allegation.
EmpLemon in the bathroom to jerk off, or
I'm just gonna check real quick. You know,
are you
the
gonna,
channel's still up.
okay, he's gonna go check and see if it's still up while I guess masturbating in the bathroom. So we'll just keep watching.
Makes no sense to me.
Well, turn your phone off, Gokanaru.
And why didn't he edit this part out? What a mistake.
I know.
That's unprofessional.
Right now?
So awkward.
Oh my god. What is this? A live stream?
Okay. All right. I'm on one.
This is embarrassing. How did he, how
That's
do you
a-
fuck up this
a
bad?
major oversight in the editing.
Oh, did Bedhead Bernie edit this shit?
People of YouTube. It is
What?
I, everyone's
Hey, we can't watch EmpLemon's cameo without EmpLemon.
Hey, finish up in there.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can just talk shit about Emp while he's gone.
People of YouTube, it is I.
Okay.
Let me fix this mic stand.
Yeah.
I know what this looks like, but I'm fixing a mic stand.
I would do like the Patrick SpongeBob meme where you're like, he's bending over in front of him and he's making a face. Yo, Emp, come back.
Huh?
It's empty. Yeah. Hey, we're to your cameo now, Emp. We had to wait for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Hey, look, it's me.
Cameo, Emperor
Looks
London.
just like you.
While Gokanaru is off running some errands, I'm here to offer some of my thoughts on the Mumkey situation.
What song is
It
this?
has now
Dank
been
Dank
more than
Dogs?
5
Yes.
since Mumkey Jones was terminated from
5
YouTube.
months.
And to
When I
this
recorded
day,
this, it was in
YouTube
May. It
has
shows you
offered no
how long
definitive
Gokanaru took on
explanation
this.
as to why he was banned. In an age where YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki is attempting to establish a new era of transparency with creators and supposedly standing up for creator freedom by opposing Article 13, the banning of Mumkey Jones remains a stark contradiction
Shout out
to
Jay
YouTube's
Aubrey.
supposedly good intentions.
He made that.
While Mumkey's
Oh.
videos were edgy, provocative, and controversial, they certainly did not violate the guidelines that YouTube claimed he did. Beyond the point that Mumkey deserves his channel back,
He's
don't
also
we,
gay.
as YouTubers, deserve a basic explanation as to why Mumkey was terminated? If YouTube has the ability to tyrannically wipe Mumkey off the face of the platform, what's stopping them from doing the same to any of us watching? Recently, YouTube has started terminating much more innocuous channels, also without warning. I've said it before and I'll say it again now. Mumkey's termination is not just a Mumkey Jones issue. It's a precedent that affects every creator on the platform, and YouTube owes us
This
answers.
guy's right, you know.
Impeach
While
the
Gokanaru
precedent.
has been working on this
Impeach
video,
Susan.
Susan has
Impeach
demonstrated that she's
Susan.
at least willing to meet with YouTubers to talk about YouTube issues. Well, if Susan wants to talk, then let's talk. Let's talk about Mumkey.
Let's talk.
So
Talk
if
with
at
my
any point
fucking
throughout
fist,
this video
bitch.
you feel that Mumkey Jones has been treated
No, we do
unfairly,
not condone
be
violence
sure to head
against
over
a
to
woman
Twitter and
here.
let Susan know just how much
Susan
you
is
want to
not a
talk about
woman,
Mumkey.
first of all.
And we'll see just
I
how
don't think
much
she's
she
human.
really cares about communicating more with creators. Well, with that being said, it looks like Gokanaru is about to reach his destination.
What would you do if Susan actually reached out to you and was like, you know what? Everyone's right. A lot of people have reached out. They want us to have a conversation about what happened and how we can move forward on this website. Would you talk to her?
Of course I would. Yeah, I'm not a crazy person. I mean, I make a lot of jokes like I fucking hate you, Susan, you fucking cyborg bitch. But like, I'm frustrated because they don't treat me like I'm a human being. They only respond with automated answers and
Gokanaru
robots.
said they literally treat you worse than pedophile channels.
Yeah. So if somebody gave me the respect of communicating with me, I would give them just as much respect back. But the fact that they don't do it is what makes me so fucking furious.
It's like that scene in Avatar: The Last Airbender where Zuko was like attempting to try lightning bending and he just can't do it. And it's like, what is he supposed to do?
I thought you were going to bring up, for some reason, the scene where Zuko has turned to the good side, but Aang and his friends like reject him and cast him off.
It's like
that's the saddest episode of Avatar.
Yelling at the sky, yelling at like nature itself. Like, what are you supposed to do? That's what I felt like it was for you, because you just got completely brick walled by YouTube after they terminated your entire livelihood.
They would reply to my tweets, and like Gokanaru showed, as soon as I like give an irrefutable fact that they're wrong, they stop replying and they never acknowledge it
that's
again.
what they always do. Yeah, right. You bring up why they're wrong. They just go, okay, it's probably in our best interest to never talk to this person again and put them on a list.
And it's like what I've been saying on my Let's Play channel about Asperger. After I made my like response to him and his girlfriend posting lies about me, silence is louder than any response can ever be. If you make a point and the other person does not respond, that is the most guilty behavior you can do. Because if you're in the right, it's so easy to just say that you're in the right. If you're in the wrong, you tuck your tail between your legs and you shut up.
Yeah, it's really like all those people who didn't speak up whenever the Nazis came through. They're all complacent, and they're the reason why the Holocaust happened.
What happened?
That's a good point.
What happened to me was probably on par with the Holocaust. I'm going to be honest. I don't know which one is worse.
But you're not saying that Susan W. is literally Hitler.
No, she's much worse because she's still alive and he's dead.
Ugh.
She can still cause harm and pain. Well, name one thing Hitler's done this year that has hurt you. Why are you making this is a joke? Come on, calm down.
We should ask Gokanaru.
What? He's Jewish because he has a
I
big
didn't say he
nose.
was.
Stupid.
And I have to get back to the downward spiral, so please enjoy the rest of your regularly scheduled program.
Hurry it up.
God, I hate it when shitty YouTubers cameo in videos.
Pull him off stage with the cane.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Trump's web of lies.
I don't like how I'm watching the cinematic shot on the shittiest version
I'll
possible.
turn around and watch this. This is much better quality.
Now it's really Mystery Science Theater.
I should watch it like this.
Oh, it's the green.
Be so loud. Be quiet. I'm not gonna.
It looks better
Real
over here.
Push me all you want. It's not gonna change anything. Okay? You take my hand off if you're quiet. Okay? Okay.
Grabbing his nuts.
What the hell do you want? Oh, I don't want anything. It's you who needs help.
Is that Tim Pool?
I don't know what you're talking
Is he wearing a beanie?
Oh, I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. How's your brother?
Nick? He's good. I think.
Good. Good. Well, there's only one thing I can tell you.
Yeah, what's that?
Watch your back.
Disappeared just like Mumkey's hopes and dreams.
Gokanaru could be an actor.
Yeah, Adrian Brody.
Yeah. I was gonna say that too. Looks like Logan Paul, but Eastern European.
He has a thumbnail on his channel. His head literally right next to the logo.
Really?
You don't watch his other videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, hashtag fake
once
fan?
a year when he posts them.
He used to post them like every week.
Want to watch people die?
This goes back to SOTY, where
Body cam
Rusty
shows
was the
police
only one
fatally
he
shoot
didn't know,
suspect.
so he's like, oh, you know what, Gokanaru? We'll see who's really irrelevant.
Worker gets shot like a cannon after explosion.
I saw that one. I love this video.
Rebels take RPG explosion to the face.
Ouchie.
You just watched 3 people die. Those people you were just watching, those were their last moments on this earth. But I mean, that's on YouTube. So there shouldn't be any issues with me showing you that. Those clips were uploaded to the Live Leak channel.
Great
a channel
channel.
that has no doubt been reported to
love
YouTube
Live Leak,
and
yeah.
has no doubt been manually approved by their staff. There are some videos on
didn't know
this
they had a
channel that are
channel.
genuinely brutal. Okay, a lot of them include uncensored deaths. And even when they do cross the line, they are never punished. They've been reported countless times, but for some reason, they always come back with
Was Live
all their
Leak owned by
videos still
NBC?
available. Now, obviously, these clips are just pulled straight from the source website itself, which is just a hub for disturbing content like this. It's also the first result when you type in the website. So really, it acts as a gateway for the full thing. I think it just gets a pass because it's considered a news channel.
The font
But
they
none of the
use
clips
for
are uploaded
that.
with any commentary
It's like the
or
stupid
context.
Showtime
It's just
font
raw,
for
unedited
promoting
footage.
elementary
And yet there are
school
videos with millions of views on
carnivals.
this channel where people are seen
It's a
dying.
banner font
YouTube
for
staff
Live
just
Leak.
slap a label on it beforehand to make sure you know what you're getting into. But if this is all it takes to absolve them of the responsibility of the disturbing content
This
they're
is a good
posting,
point.
then why didn't they just put this label on Mumkey's videos if they thought that he was a problem? He's not breaking guidelines, and it'd be a hell of a lot better than terminating his entire channel. Speaking of Mumkey, 5 of his strikes were for violence, sensationalizing
Monkey
violence,
absolutely
or hate
fuming watching this. Fuming.
I mean, if
Oh, you know, it's
I don't know if we want to talk about my emotional response. Honestly, when the video finally was released earlier today, it was I don't. It's a lot of mixed emotions because on one hand, it's such gratitude and happiness towards this Gokanaru guy that after all this time has passed and after I've completely degraded and destroyed my reputation, he still goes out on a limb to defend me and to put all this bullshit that happened to me back into the spotlight. But then at the same time, it's I don't is it melancholy? What is it when you feel both happy and extremely angry and sad at the same time? Because it's like we're taking the knife and just reopening all these fucking horrible scars that it's like I appreciate that he's bringing it up again and talking about it and saying why it's bullshit, but it's just a harsh reminder that some complete bullshit that changed the trajectory of my life happened to me and that there will never be justice for it.
There will
Yeah.
never ever be
Yeah.
justice for Monkey Jones.
And even if you say, oh, but you've done shitty things too, so you deserve it. At least I feel guilty and I feel remorse and I've done everything in my power to make up for the wrongdoings I've done. Nobody who did these bad things to me will ever feel bad about it, will ever feel
They
remorse.
probably
Well,
never even thought about it since the day they did it.
they don't give a single shit. Like it's pure sociopathy at this point. So I don't know. I both appreciate this and it also like makes me just sick to my stomach so much. I don't know.
Well, we still got what about a third left.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Let's do it.
World Star. World Star.
In the community guidelines, there are explicit rules against videos like this, as there are rules against videos like this and this. Compilations of rioters being beaten up, pepper sprayed, and even run over. And yet, at the same time, none of the videos that Mumkey was striked for contained anything that could even be interpreted as real violence. But okay, those Live Leak videos, they didn't have any personalities attached to them. They were just faceless content aggregators again. Well then, let's do a more fair comparison. Here is a video on a channel run by a woman named Akila. Now, do me a favor and just suspend any political leanings from your mind for a second, okay? This is not about politics. This is about YouTube's definition of hate speech and violence. Here's the title of her video, and here's how her video starts.
This week's top story. If you see a Nazi, punch a Nazi.
Yes, queen.
So within the first 3 seconds, she explicitly encourages violence towards Nazis. Okay, well, what's her definition of Nazis?
But Akila, what if they aren't actually Nazis? Anyone who thinks Hitler had mostly good ideas and argues that there was any silver lining to the tragic, unimaginable horrors done unto Jews during the Holocaust can catch these hands.
Just for context,
Oh, they
this
catch
video is
these
about her
hands.
opinion on white nationalist
Ugh.
leader Richard Spencer getting punched in the face by an Antifa member during an interview. She shows some meme videos of the punch and essentially says it was a good thing and should happen more often.
That was kind of
Look,
funny.
I know that
Let's be honest,
intellectuals'
that was
hierarchy
It
of
really
needs
was.
peaks at moral superiority, but give it a rest. Punching a Nazi is the ethical choice because people only become Nazis when they didn't get that urge punched out of them in childhood. Or whoever else in your philosophy 101 text would agree with
Remember,
your
is that
illogical
logic?
conclusion
Beat your
that
kids and
punching
they won't turn
Nazis is
into
bad
Nazis.
because violence
That's
is
what you
not the
gotta do.
answer, but no one cares. You are under no
That's what happened to
obligation to
me.
hear a Nazi out.
Now, obviously, I'm not advocating for Nazis, okay? My opinion on her stance is irrelevant because she is, in a literal sense, encouraging and inciting violence toward a group of people she herself defines.
And be warned that if you are feeling froggy enough to spout this hate in public,
Froggy?
you better be ready to jump.
Is that like
Now, how
Pepe?
do I know that this video has been reported and subsequently approved by YouTube staff? Well, just look at her comment section. There are thousands of comments criticizing her stance. The backlash was so
This is like a
intense that
candidate
she
for
even
number one
disabled
trending.
ratings
Yeah.
on the video.
Rusty,
But,
aren't
of course,
a
that
ton of
didn't
your
stop a
videos on
massive
number one
amount of
trending at
people.
like the same time?
Oh yes, all my videos get number one trending. This should be on there.
Oh, you cracked the code, man. YouTube likes something you're doing.
Without any sense of irony, what is your guys' position on punch a Nazi?
I don't think the characterization of what is a Nazi is well defined or defined at all.
Well, yeah, you could.
It's just
some
calling
of the things
someone a
they
Nazi
just
for a
move the
means of committing.
goalposts to
Yeah.
define anyone basically as a Nazi.
If it's an actual Nazi who are believe are probably all dead at this point, then yeah, maybe punch them, but you really
No,
shouldn't do that either.
Yeah,
like,
what are you accomplishing?
political
Nothing.
political
Unless you
violence
can
is
beat 'em
just-
up and they
it's just a
can't.
regressive ideology. I
Yeah.
mean,
It doesn't make any sense to do. It's not going to change.
like you have to be principled and say that you will settle your political differences through nonviolent actions.
Well, that sounds like what a Nazi would say. I guess I have to punch you now.
I can't be a Nazi. I want to impeach Glunk.
Glunk.
Yeah, the way I see it, if your definition of a Nazi is somebody who wears a MAGA hat, then you probably shouldn't go around just punching people. You're probably in the wrong in that scenario, you know.
Yeah, you're fucking have weird sensibilities.
But and I think in the United States in particular, we have this system of laws and punishments. So if a true Nazi showed up and tried to like exterminate Jews and put them in concentration camps, then sure, we can have police go up and not punch them, but maybe shoot them, arrest them, due process them, all
Help
that
them.
jazz. If somebody's just on the street saying stupid shit, just either ignore it, walk away. Like, what is punching them going to do?
It's not if it's not affecting you. Like it's most of these people are crazy. If you actually see a real Nazi who's like got a swastika and he's yelling something out on the street, that's a fucking nutbag.
Yeah,
and I guarantee there's not people going, yeah, wait a minute, yeah.
Probably just mentally ill.
Well,
in a lot of the cases.
yeah.
Kind of what I was saying.
Yeah, I don't see how punching somebody who has like hateful views is going to help
People
anyone.
just killing each other through political or religious violence for thousands of years. Isn't it time to just grow out of that?
Yeah, I mean, that weren't the Nazis harming people physically because of political preference?
If you think that like the solution to one of your political problems is to just use physical violence against your enemies, don't you think that people would have figured that leads to actual solutions instead of just endlessly killing each other for thousands of years?
You would think there are a lot of, I don't know, intellectual counterpoints to Nazism that don't involve physical violence, like, I don't know, just thinking for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like there are a million ways to beat a Nazi in a debate that don't involve your fist.
Well, this is probably why no one wants to give people like us a platform to speak.
Because we're straight white men.
Yeah,
Especially
that's right.
Yeah. He wears those shades to hide his white eyes.
I feel very guilty.
He doesn't want anybody to know how white he is. Okay.
People from reporting her video for breaking YouTube's guidelines. In fact, so many people did this that the video was actually age restricted at one point. But that's no longer the case, meaning that a YouTube employee reviewed her video and decided that there was nothing wrong with it, which is strange because according to YouTube's policies on violent or graphic content, You are not allowed to upload content that is inciting others to commit violent acts against individuals or a defined group of people. So then why was the age restriction lifted? I could obviously speculate and say that Akila has connections with people working at YouTube.
She does.
Well, I mean, the video was literally recorded at YouTube Studios.
Yeah.
Comedy.
A fact that I would have glossed over completely
really funny.
if it wasn't for this.
I laughed
List
out
of
loud.
requirements
I
that must
LOL.
be met in order to get access to the studio. It says every video produced at YouTube Space New York must pass through a legal clearance review prior to publishing.
Wow.
Only
Wow.
projects
Really?
that are free and clear of copyright claims
They're the
and
same
meet
people who
community
manually
guidelines
review
pass this review.
our videos.
So then Akila's video passed a legal review of YouTube's community guidelines in order to be uploaded. And yet
sure.
so many people in her comment section are convinced that she is breaking the rules, such as this commenter, who encouraged everyone to report the video for hate speech and essentially said that violence is never justified on the basis of someone's opinion. Akila's response?
No one cares.
Got him.
Hey, calm down, guys. Stop. Stop. You're on camera.
There are specific examples given of what not to say, and go out there and punch a blank is one of them. Now, given Nazis are not one of the identifiable groups, but the question remains, where is the line? What is inciting violence,
If you see a Nazi, punch a Nazi.
and what is just a joke?
I did not see that coming.
Now, don't get it twisted, okay? I'm not calling for her to get striked. I'm just trying to show you the brutal double standard that this situation has set. An active call for unprovoked violence is okay, but mocking a mass killer with satire and sarcasm is not. Now,
Yep.
maybe you're still not convinced. Okay, well,
I'm
let's
not
take a look at the
convinced.
other side of the coin. This is where things get really weird.
Oh, Rusty, this looks like the videos you show us whenever we come over.
Yeah, that is a swastika. Oh, and this old dude? Well, he's
Your
the
dad
face
has
of a
seen better days,
Japanese
Em.
Nazi organization. Archives of his anti-Semitic rambles
Well,
can
at
be
least
found
he
on a
taught me to
channel
get
called
good
the
grades.
Fourth Reich 2009. Despite being actual hate speech, this channel was allowed to remain on YouTube under the brand of borderline content. Borderline meaning that it's barely acceptable given
Once again,
YouTube's
like
community
foreign
guidelines.
language content
This
is so
kind
much
of
more
content was
lenient.
allowed to
because
remain
the
on the
system's just
platform
designed
given three
under
conditions.
English.
1, it's banned from search and discovery. 2, comments are automatically disabled. And 3, the viewer needs to be warned before the content plays that it is inappropriate for some audiences. This was the case up until June 3rd of 2019 when
That's kind of offensive against Japanese people.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Are you triggered, Em?
YouTube finally cracked down on the borderline content they were sheltering. Tens of thousands of channels were deleted, and many more videos. In a surprising twist of events, it was revealed that Girls Couture Club was flagged as a borderline channel, despite having no indications of such.
Good
meaning
God.
that YouTube staff acknowledged its potentially harmful content.
That was the
but
worst
didn't
day of
do
Rusty's
anything about it
life.
for months. As soon as this new stance was
They
introduced,
took down his
people
favorite
started to
channel.
speculate that
First
it
day
was
of my
caused by
death.
one man, Carlos Maza, a journalist who was working for
Got
Fox.
involuntarily
See,
inducted
in the
to
days
Donut
leading up to the
November.
purge, he began tweeting a number of accusations that
All right, you guys carry the show. I'm gonna go piss. Say something funny.
No nut November. Well, that would drive me nuts.
I've been saving my nut for when Trump gets impeached.
Oh my god! Have you guys seen what's going on in here?
I bet there's shit. We got a there's a dog
Oh,
that's
yeah.
living in my bathroom.
This is like not a joke by this. This is,
No, it's a
actually
puppy.
real.
It's like a puppy living in my bathroom temporarily, just for tonight. And I think I imagine it pissed and shit all over the floor.
Yeah, it's like
What?
it's like a winter wonderland
Oh,
in there with the
God
teepee.
damn it.
You got teepee.
You knew about this?
I didn't want to distract from the
You
stream.
didn't want, so you knew that there was a dog that tore up all the toilet paper? Ah.
Yeah, but it's like a winter wonderland in there. It's like you got tricked early for trick or treat, and it was the dog that TP'd the inside of your bathroom.
This is horrific. I'm not cleaning that up.
This is the most horrific thing we've seen in the last hour.
I'm fucking putting that dog in a bag and tossing it in the river. Well, not for real, but hypothetically. I gotta.
She's quiet. You said she was being quiet.
Yeah, she's quietly destroying the house.
Well, she's not chewing on anything.
Toilet paper. What are you talking about?
Hey! But look at the bright side. I think she also peed in there because it's like a puppy. It's not potty trained.
So it kind of made a nest, like
Yeah,
a
but it's like-
shit and piss
But like,
house.
there was she already put toilet paper on the ground, so in a way, the problem kind of resolved itself.
Okay. Hey, by the way, can anyone guess what I've been eating the past 30 minutes? Good God, shut up.
We don't actually have a name yet. What should we name the puppy, Chad?
Okay, so in case anybody's curious, there's a huge puddle of piss on the floor, and there are about 5,000 individual shreds of toilet paper scattered about Rusty's bathroom floor. So much like when Rusty is home alone, there's just piss all over the floor, giant mess. You know,
I meshed myself.
Do you want to go check your bathroom, or should we just keep going?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I know it's.
Yeah, let the women take care of it, Rust. Real progressive here. I should punch this Nazi. Am I right, folks?
Might as well be Elliot Roger. Hate women that much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Conservative YouTuber Steven Crowder.
Last Friday, Mazza tweeted out a compilation of Crowder referring to him as a lesbian, queer, gay Mexican, and other comments that seem to be aimed at
Yes, Mazza is a
queen. Mazza also said that he was doxxed and
Queer.
received a flood of messages telling him to debate Steven Crowder, and he complained that YouTube has refused to enforce their anti-harassment policies by allowing this kind of content to remain up. Then, in a response, Crowder said that these were just jokes and that at no point was he calling for doxing or anything else, saying that he was simply responding to the strike-through videos that Mazza makes on Vox and making jokes.
In response to the situation, YouTube released a number of tweets claiming that they spent multiple days reviewing Crowder's content, ultimately deciding that his videos do not violate their policies. They also stated that it's crucial for them to allow everyone to express their opinions within the scope of their policies, and that even if they're deeply offensive, if they don't violate policies, they'll remain on the
Wanna
site.
see how long we
But
can
then
stay perfectly
something very bad happened. It got political. And when things get political, it's nearly impossible to have a sensible discussion.
How could you imagine
Because
things
people
getting
get very emotional
politicized?
over politics, and never forget that there will
Pass it on
always
to
be
Emperor.
opportunists looking to take advantage of that.
Stay perfectly still.
For his part, Mazza began a campaign appealing to all LGBTQ creators, inciting everybody he could to oppose YouTube's verdict, a battle that he eventually won.
Because YouTube responded, update on our continued review. We have suspended this channel's monetization. We came to this decision because a pattern of egregious actions has harmed the broader community.
Dude,
and is
Steven
against our
Crowder's
YouTube
P
partner
score is
program
really
policy.
high.
Now, what is P score for anybody who doesn't know?
All right. Well, so yesterday a report came out from several YouTubers, Bo Blacks. I forget the rest. I'm sorry, guys. But
was it iNabber that we saw?
iNabber.
Yeah, iNabber is one of them. So YouTube has the system which they use to recommend and deal out advertisements and decide Google preferred. Where basically it's a score that they assign to your videos and your channel. Where if you have a higher score, you will get better ads, better ad rates, and your videos will get recommended more essentially. And he found that, of course, the highest P scores on YouTube are my favorite comedians: Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Stephen Colbert, John Oliver, Trevor Noah. Obviously, people really deserving of sort of the highest. most preferred
Literally,
ads.
all 10 of the highest P scores were legacy media television shows just posting segments from their TV show to YouTube.
Now, I might be aging myself here, but what I remember a P score being was me and my friends, we would see who could pee the farthest, and then we would aggregate the distance.
Well, if
and,
that was the
make an
case, I
average.
would have the highest P score of all of
You
us.
think so?
Do you want? Should our next video be who can pee farther, Mumkey
literal
Jones
pissing
or
contest.
Rusty
P score,
Cage?
it's just called a P score, and it's just see how far we can piss.
That is
But we
on-
don't show our cocks.
That's unironically a great idea.
I
Like,
think so.
like who
Might
can
be.
pee the furthest
Yeah.
contest. We
But
should do
anyway,
that.
It's like we just don't show anything, but we
Yeah.
can show how far the pee goes.
We can pretend that it's lemonade, and they'll have no.
Well, here's
they
the thing
can't
that
take it
really
down.
seemed to bother EmpLemon is that his P score was 2 points less than yours truly.
It's tragic.
I had 716. He had 714.
Meanwhile, mine's like what 500.
No,
Like,
yours
you were
is like 670.
so I'm
yeah,
so
600.
according to YouTube, in terms of being advertiser friendly, I'm like 70 points below both of you.
Dude, like people like Willie Mac, Turkey Tom, they're like 500. I think Willie Mac's was sub 500.
No, there were some great channels that had very very low P scores. Like well, fuck, I can't remember.
But
any
what's interesting
at all?
There's I don't know if someone can post the link. Just dig for it on Twitter. There's a spreadsheet out there. There's like a public Google Doc that they ranked, like the people researching this, they ranked about 250 channels, and Steven Crowder's P score was really high. It was like 800, like high 800s or
Really?
low 900, which is very interesting considering YouTube has taken this public stance, this whole controversy against him where they allegedly demonetized this entire channel.
Yeah.
His P-score, which is how YouTube recommends videos and deals out ads, is very high. And that seemed to completely, I mean, who could guess YouTube having contradictory actions in what they say and what they do? It's a total shocker, right? But
Well, so then it kind of what we were when we were looking through all this fucking metadata and script the other day. It was
It's
like
metadata, please.
Well, data. We couldn't figure out really what this piece, how it even correlated to like videos that were monetized, demonetized, offensive.
Count Dankula, a channel that's been like infamously blackballed by YouTube. All of his videos are automatically demonetized. He has a higher P-score than The Rock.
No,
Really?
I thought he had a low P-score.
Really?
Well, on the spreadsheet, whatever spreadsheet,
True.
his Count Dankula's
put that
P-score
one
is higher than The Rock.
How is The Rock's not like 1,000?
I don't know,
Like,
Will Smith's is like 1,000 in the top 10, and you figure The Rock would be the same, but The Rock's, I think they're both in the 800s. So Count Dankula's P-score is like 150 higher than mine and Rusty's, and his videos are like perma demonetized. And I'm sure that there's like some fuckery going on with the algorithm where his videos don't get recommended.
Interestingly, I don't know if this is true, but I saw that PewDiePie has the 13th highest P-score.
Okay.
So that's pretty. I mean,
That's kind of something.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty
Obviously,
good.
It's not going to be number one.
Considering
It's going to be corporations.
How it's
but
like been
PewDiePie's
painted
up there.
as like sort of anti-media. There's been so many articles against PewDiePie.
Yeah.
and he's got the 13th best ad rates, evidently.
Yeah,
That's
being
crazy.
The second largest YouTuber. So
No,
all right.
no. He's the largest YouTuber. He's just not the largest
Anyway,
channel.
we'd like
Right,
T-Series is
sorry.
not a
That's what I
YouTuber.
meant.
we'd like to get more research into this, but amazingly, like 2 hours after the article was published revealing the P-scores, YouTube hid it from public view.
No, it was really convenient. We were looking up the P-score of CNN, and then all of a sudden, you couldn't find it. And our
Yeah.
conspiratorial mind started just twisting, going, wait a minute, maybe CNN doesn't even have a P-score. Let me try ABC News. That doesn't have a P-score either. Well, before we continue, press 1 for P-score and press 2 for Who score.
Stupid.
YouTube then followed up with a number of.
I'm the one
contradictory and
drinking. What are you
confusing statements,
doing?
Drinking?
You're
further
eating
proving how bad
peanuts.
They are communicating with the public. As a direct result of this conflict, YouTube has started
Lots of
policies
twos.
to prevent
Some twos.
creator-on-creator harassment. A scary prospect for channels whose main focus is criticism.
That's
There are
why
also
Turkey
a number
Tom's
of
P-score is
questions
so
relating
low
to
because of
Mumkey
this
that can be
directive.
asked about this situation, such as if Mumkey's termination had received more political attention, would he have received a more fair evaluation from Team YouTube?
No.
Also, does this
Mumkey,
statement
join
hold
the
any water
team.
if they're willing to ban
Team
Mumkey for
impeach.
opinions that aren't
We
his own?
need to give
And
Blump
finally,
an
why weren't Mumkey's
impeach.
videos
Shut the fuck up.
labeled as borderline content? I mean, these two channels were allowed to stay on the platform for a long period of time, despite their very clear violations of guidelines. Whereas Mumkey, who mocked an incel using satire, is banned from the platform entirely in a single day. I mean, that's just comedy.
It's funny.
I saw a comment in the chat. I'm late. Somebody explain why Emp is holding an impeach paper the whole time. That was never explained. You're not late to the party. Even I don't know why he's doing this. He's just
doesn't
been
make any
doing
sense.
it.
The walls are closing in.
We don't know why he's
Love
doing it.
is finished.
We can't control this man. He just does what he wants. Requiem of the Crazies? What, he's ripping you off now?
I know it's often popular and easy to criticize YouTube, but this is a situation where the case is so cut and dry and the fix is so easy that it's important we criticize
Fix
them.
is in.
Even without all the comparisons, Mumkey did not break the rules.
Mumkey
okay,
did
I'm just trying to
nothing
show
wrong.
you the strict standards they set
I don't
for
know
edgy
about
content
that.
creators
Okay, maybe
that
not
they do
nothing.
not hold across the board.
He did not
Instead of
deserve the
punishing
strikes.
these channels that did not create original content, they punish the personalities who pour their whole lives into the platform. They'd rather censor personalities that they deem problematic. Because While you might
I
not be
hate
able to kill an
problematic
idea,
people.
you sure as hell can kill a person.
Hell yeah.
Is he
As
advocating
time
violence?
goes on, these social media websites are only going to get more and more powerful. Okay? And while for the most part it seems like they're trying to act responsibly, when they make decisions this disconnected and this strange, it is very important that we remember where they came from.
I don't know. I thought it was justified. That dude looked alt right.
Who, me?
They all start out
Yes.
as an underground place for
That looks
people
like
to
LA
share their
Roger.
opinion.
Did you guys hear about this? The me at the zoo video, the first video on YouTube got hacked. Did you guys hear about this?
Hacked?
I did not hear about this.
Somebody hacked the first video on YouTube trying to like get subs to their channel. And if you go to it right now and read the description, there's like a bunch of weird shit in it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I think Wavy WebServe was tweeting about it or somebody.
Okay. Oh shit! I saw him making a. Did he make a video about that?
What a weird roundabout way to get subs. If you really want to get subs
The
on YouTube,
first video on
you have to say,
YouTube.
make sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe.
But how
subscribe to our channel?
How do you even? How did somebody do that? How did somebody edit the description of the first video on YouTube?
They probably hacked the channel because nobody uses it.
And
It's
people
weak as fuck.
There's like
No
hacks.
one's
YouTube
signed
gets
into
hacked
it.
every now and then. Like Leafy got hacked.
Yeah.
I think a couple years ago, or maybe it was this year.
Yeah, it was
Vivo got hacked.
Who just got hacked recently? It was like a fucking month ago.
Dude, shout out to May AIDS, OG YouTube hacker.
May AIDS. Was it Paracynical? Someone just got hacked like a month ago, and they just got their channel back.
People get hacked all the time.
Yeah.
Somebody hacked my friend Biggs's Snapchat the other day, so I imagine a bunch of people expecting pictures of my cat got pictures of some guy's cock.
Nah.
we know it wasn't Biggs doing it because he has not seen his penis in like a decade, so there's no way he did it. Anyway,
Opinions in a free and open forum. A wild west of identities and ideas where an organic community is developed by the users. Some people rise and some people fall, but all have the opportunity to achieve greatness. It's a place where idiots are outed for being idiots, but are rarely silenced entirely. Nowadays, the fear is not just of what other people think, it's what is allowed. We place our faith in a website that can't distinguish between satire and sincerity. A website where you can get copyright claim for singing a song. A website where literal miscarriage clickbait is manually selected to be put on the trending page.
Hell yeah,
Where you
brother.
have to game the system to get your videos monetized. Where every single one of your videos can be claimed because your outro music is no longer fair use. Where the most dishonest creators are constantly rewarded. Where the higher-ups think that disabling the live sub counter will stop cancel culture. Where we are still told that a demonetized video does not get
Stop
less
cancel
views.
culture with
Where
that.
the
I hate that
CEO
dude.
discusses creator issues with the people treated best by the platform. Where criticizing those people can get you punished. Where using the F word makes you a masochist. Where creativity and experimentation is punished because the algorithm demands formulaic consistency. Where independent news is
Well, I'm mad as
intentionally
hell,
crippled to make room
and I'm
for
not gonna take it
corporations.
anymore.
We're
Right.
talking about
He's
any
100%
remotely
goddamn
serious
right.
topic will get your video
you guys
shadow
sounded
banned.
way too
Where
sarcastic.
your entire livelihood can be wiped
No, I'm
away
down
with the
for it.
click of a button. We are constantly being manipulated by algorithms that are literally designed to steal our time and attention. Algorithms that are slowly gaining more and more control and decision making. Algorithms that literally decide whose content lives and whose content dies.
No, that was good editing.
Your videos were actually doing pretty good on the algorithm before you got taken down.
Fuck yeah, they were.
The deletion of Mumkey was a knee-jerk reaction to a style of comedy they didn't understand. But them choosing to double down after making a mistake
Boomers.
is not
Am I
something
right?
that should be forgotten.
We
okay?
should
They want to
commit violence
facilitate
against
millions of hours
boomers.
of content and not receive any responsibility when they incorrectly single out one person and destroy their livelihood. Because, well, hey, you're playing under their rules. Whatever the hell that means.
Yeah, well, you just shouldn't have broken the rules.
In reality, there is not much I can do. Okay, I can make a bunch of sound and fury signifying nothing. But this isn't reality. This is YouTube. Now I've got one last trick up my sleeve to
Come
try
on.
and weasel a response out of Big Sister herself. Now, I'm definitely getting desperate with this one, I'll admit it, because let's face it.
True.
It's no secret that some weird stuff floats around the kids section of YouTube. Whether it be needle obsession videos, brain dead spam, or disturbing sexual fetish clickbait, seriously, this is what you see when you enter hell, okay? Everything about this image is wrong, and yes, I found it on a kid's channel. But a lot of that stuff gets deleted, okay? Just like this did, because, well, YouTube realizes that endangering kids is one of the worst PR issues they could have. A massive amount of YouTube's revenue comes from the kids section, okay? Because kids don't use ad blocker, kids don't skip ads, kids watch anything. And these disturbing videos often get hundreds of thousands,
Rusty,
if
you know
not
that.
millions of views before anything is done about them. For the simple reason that kids can't distinguish between, you know, a disgusting nightmare
and a knife
some
video.
wholesome
The
Peppa
guy
Pig,
stabbing his hands.
which is why
multiple
this
times.
area is filled to the
Stop this.
brim with people abusing YouTube's system. Because adults cannot watch this content, okay? Believe me, it is the worst form of torture. Through my time traversing this wasteland, I think I've finally found the most shameless and successful offenders. You see, a popular form of entertainment on the
I wasn't
kids
on that.
section of YouTube is claymation.
Oh,
and the
okay,
three biggest claymation channels.
Hey.
In fact,
Claymation. Shout out to Classy Star. One of my favorite small YouTube channels. I just voiced a character in his Halloween special. Everybody watching, go subscribe to Classy
What's his
Star on
channel,
YouTube.
Classy Star 11.
I think it's just Classy Star. I don't know.
Look up Classy Star Claymation. Give
You'll
that guy a
find it.
sub.
Yeah, that guy's great. Okay.
Fantylandia, Toys and Funny Kids Play-Doh cartoons, and Doggy Doggy cartoons. All three are run by faceless foreigners.
For us-
and by taking a
for us
quick glance at the
children,
content, you
what
can
was
tell
it?
something's fishy.
For us cool
See, they
kids?
upload
Yeah.
multiple videos a day, all over 10 minutes in length, which seems insane because claymation videos take tons of time to make, don't they? Yeah, they do. They just recycle their clips. If you take a look at their videos, it is the most mindless content you will ever see. First of all, the fact that
For
they
children?
always start with Spider-Man
Johnny,
over the
Johnny,
Incredible
yes,
Hulk should be a
Papa.
clear red flag that
I
their ethics
love
are skewed.
those.
But aside from that, the content is just long compilation videos consisting of recycled claymation clips. There's no voice acting, no educational lessons. It's just the most inoffensive content you could possibly imagine. Throw in a creepy laugh at the end of every clip and, well, it's good enough for kids.
I would watch this.
Now guess how many subscribers these three channels have?
Let's be honest.
7 million.
34 million. Fuck. How many views? 11 billion. For reference, that's more
I
than
would not have
Jake
guessed
and
it.
Logan Paul combined. So what did I do? Well, I started cataloging all the times they recycled their clips. I started with Infantilandia, but halfway through they erased 2.1 billion of their views.
Can I just say that all these channels, they literally just nonstop recycle content. And one of the things YouTube has been doing recently to strip channels of monetization is to say that they are using reused content.
They did that to
They
the
did it to
SOTY
the
channel.
SOTY channel.
Yeah. Because all of our thumbnails are
well,
similar.
I hate to break it to you, but that's the exact point that Gokanaru just made 1 minute ago.
We're elaborating on it and saying why he's right and how it affected us.
So yeah, so they're reusing clips, but they got us for it because we just had the same thumbnail throughout.
Which a podcast reasonably would do
Yeah,
so.
But
Of course, it
it's
makes
funny
sense.
how that's even a criteria. And you have all these kids channels with like literally automated videos where they just control, copy and paste and interchange different characters. And it's like, oh, the Hitler finger video and the Left Shark finger video and the Taylor Swift finger video. And
bringing in the money.
they don't care about these channels, and they
is Gokanaru making an argument that this is that it's good or bad that YouTube is cracking down on this? Because personally, if these channels are reusing
These are
content,
for fucking 4
I don't fucking care.
Who gives a shit if they're watching the same claymation animations
The-
over this?
the-
Disney's been doing that for years.
On a psychological level, there's a reason why a 3-year-old will watch Frozen 50 times in a row.
Yeah.
Because kids like repetition, and this is not me talking out of my ass. This is a psychological study. When kids rewatch something, it activates and triggers things in their mind where they notice the pattern and they appreciate it more. So personally, I don't give a shit if fucking channels for kids are reusing content. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, they're for toddlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this type of content remains to be seen because ideally you want it to be educational, and this stuff is kind of just non-substantive. It's just like nonsense. Like you're not learning anything from this claymation video. Like when I was a kid, like watching
Baby
Thomas the
Genius.
Tank Engine and Blue's Clues, there's like educational value in that.
If I'm a single dad and I have a dipshit 4-year-old who won't shut the fuck up and stop coloring on the walls, if he's gonna sit there and stare at his phone watching this claymation shit all day, that is a blessing for me as a parent.
Yeah, if I can neglect spending time with
Right.
this
If I can give my child a phone and say, "Okay, Johnny, go watch this so I can do my adult things." Thank you. YouTube is a free babysitter. Thank you so much. Reuse content all you want.
I'm going to second mommy's house.
Oh no!
Don't tell mommy number one.
Autism is on the rise, folks, and it's not from vaccines.
It's from claymations.
It's from Spider-Man Elsa YouTube Kids content.
Leaving only a handful of videos I could use to prove they were recycling. Just in case, if YouTube staff can view private videos, I'll leave the Google Doc in the description. But so now we're only left with Doggy Doggy and Kids Play-Doh cartoons. All three of the channels shared clips with each other, so they all had some level of coordination. But these two, I believe, are actually run by the same people.
Rusty, you and I were talking about this morning, where you make a 20-minute video like how to lose subscribers. And in that video, you'll have a 60-second song like the cuss word song.
Yeah, you take it out of the... Yeah,
and then 2 days later, you'll repost that song as its own video, and it'll get 11 million views on its own, whereas the original video that it originally appeared in gets like 200,000 views.
Yeah, it doesn't do it near as well because it's long.
Yeah, so wouldn't you be pissed if they like struck you down for reusing the same content in 2 separate videos?
Fuck yeah, I would be.
Yeah, of course you would lose 11 million views.
It doesn't make any sense because then it's like clips from TV shows.
It's like with all of YouTube's guidelines, it just means nothing. All of it is just an excuse to patrol the content that they or advertisers or the media don't want on the platform because it destabilizes this or reduces their control of that. All of it is just completely meaningless, and it's only used just to bash YouTubers over the head and slam their channels with a battering ram. Oh, you violated this nebulous guideline that can be applied to any video ever. Your channel's taken down. Sorry, you should have followed the rules next time.
Yeah. The rules are so innocuous and vague that they're just used as an excuse to take down whoever they want for any reason.
Yeah.
At any time.
Oh, no. I mean, he kind of highlighted it earlier, but whenever they say shocking and sensational content is not allowed on YouTube, that makes no fucking sense. Shocking, sensational content. That's a good word.
Yeah, that's the only way to get your video clicked on.
I mean, it's entertaining.
Isn't it like in movie trailers? It's like Rolling Stone raves,
the most
sensational film.
Oh, you can't put that on YouTube. It's sensational, also shocking.
Yeah.
Fucking
Stupid.
Making this assumption based on the fact that their branding is very similar, with their titles, descriptions, and channel banners being very reminiscent of each other. They also feature each other in their recommended channel boxes, so clearly they're...
That happens a lot of channels.
Within the description of this video, I have linked a Google Doc.
Sorry, I don't want to keep stopping, but multiple...
No, I'm sure your point is really important. And
No, you have the same concept for a channel, and you just do it 3 different ways. And it's clearly the same editor, same person filming it, and they're all in the same location, but they upload it on several different things. Sometimes there's one called Kadeb Eats, I think, something like that. He makes he like cooks like pig shit. He lives in like
he cooks pig shit?
I don't know, fucking shit. He lives in like Vietnam, and then
where
they
eat shit in Vietnam. Is that true, Em?
The place of my people.
Finishes.
Well, you're not
You gotta
Vietnamese.
read the super chat.
Are you Vietnamese? You're not Vietnamese. Shut up.
Doc that timestamps and categorizes every instance where a clip was recycled over a 12-day period. Between February 28th and March 11th of this year, Doggy Doggy uploaded 36 videos, which totaled in 9 hours and 7 minutes of runtime and garnered them over 30 million views. Out of the 516 clips they used, 386 of them were recycled, meaning that an average clip was recycled at least 4 times. The most laughable case was of a clip that got recycled 16 times. 16 times in just 12 days. And with that kind of run...
Even fucking Disney did that with their films.
No, they did that. They recycled the same animation.
Yeah, with the Robin Hood, like the dancing scene was stolen from, was it like Snow White or some
it's
shit?
a really normal thing.
Well,
when you have a clip, you reuse it.
Okay.
How many times have you reused a clip
in one of your videos.
Oh yeah, I reference my old videos all the time, but
All the
it's not.
time.
It's not like it's not supposed to be like a supplement for the content. It's like I'm.
It's also probably not for 3-year-olds.
But the way I see it, even if it is a supplement, and you're just being lazy. If the 3-year-old likes it, who fucking cares?
Yeah, you're making working content. That is a weak argument, unless he's got a point behind it.
Yeah, I guess
But,
we'll see.
Yeah,
but-
right now it seems like a weak
Well, it's just like Taco Bell patting out their ground beef like sawdust and stuff. You got to pump out the content. You know,
Yeah.
got to be on that treadmill, on that upload schedule.
Runtime, do you have any idea how much money these channels are making? Well, let's just take a guess. An average YouTuber usually has 1 to
$300.
3 ads playing on their videos, right? Well, these channels, 1 ad every minute. What's crazier is that since their content is child friendly, they likely receive premium ad rates, meaning that they are making near the maximum you possibly can per viewer. A quick trip to Social Blade reveals that at that point in time, they were projected to make $13 million each year.
Fuck yeah, good
And
for them.
while since revenue is split evenly between creators and YouTube, YouTube would also be earning $13 million off of their videos each year. All of this is linked in the description for
Is that
YouTube
true? Is it
staff to look at,
50-50?
as well as a video.
I don't think it's 50-50. I think it's
I thought it was like 60-40 or something. I don't
I
remember
think
last
it's
time I checked.
45-55 where YouTube gets the 45. So it's almost even.
All right, that's fine.
Of me opening the links in case they start deleting content. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing all this, okay? The channel is fairly harmless aside from the recycling. Well, YouTube has specific rules that prohibit video spam, posting the same content repeatedly across 1 or more channels.
Well, you know,
These 2
it's in
channels
the
upload a lot
rules.
of the same content, and they do it multiple times a day, so they're clearly in violation. What does this mean for the channels? Well, if YouTube has any regard for their own guidelines, the channels will be demonetized.
Well, they don't.
Which means they'll have to cut off a revenue stream for one of their biggest creators and one of their biggest money makers. With help from viewers like you reporting this to Team YouTube, we can finally see how intense the double standard is between these big family-friendly creators and the small, edgy creators. With all
Hey, I'm
these
not small. I'm
comparisons and all these
5.5
unredeemed
inches.
it should be clear that the case of Mumkey Jones was unjust. But if YouTube does decide to stand behind their decision to punish Mumkey, well, they shouldn't have any issue punishing these channels that have explicitly broken the rules. Like, the ball is in your court, YouTube. I mean, this is the perfect test to see whether you care more about making money or more about maintaining fairness. Best case scenario, Mumkey Jones is brought back and these cheaters are punished.
Hey!
Worst case, well, I prove my point.
And what might that be? That you're the hero
Is it Spirited Away?
of YouTube. You little self-absorbed prick. It's about time we come face to face, boy.
Who is that voice? Yeah, I think it is Colossus.
It's a long time coming. Soon, your little
I heard that guy is crazy.
Nick himself
He's out of control.
will even bat an eye. Didn't anybody tell you?
Is this a suicide forest?
Doesn't
No, it don't look like it.
when you say bad words.
Canada.
Context doesn't matter when you discuss bad people.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
Passion, effort, empathy. All foreign concepts
That's
to the
creepy.
all-powerful algorithm. Why think for yourself when we have the machines to think for you? And yet
Jealous because my P score is
such as
higher.
yourself would have delusions of grandeur so severe that you actually think you could stir the attention of $1 billion corporation. You're a special kind of crazy boy.
Reveal.
Fuck you.
What? How come he censored when I cussed and he didn't censor himself?
It's funny.
Oh, because when it's in the first third of the video, it matters more.
Is that true?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. They say it in their guidelines.
Death. Seems after all this time, you finally managed to let go.
This is cinematic.
Very cinematic. This is really cool.
Good job, Gokanaru.
He has great sound design.
Yeah. That is a hashtag that worries me.
So, all right.
Oh shit, we're done.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I
What a
really
video.
love that video. Gokanaru is fucking awesome.
He's
I
awesome.
do not agree with that last point. It seemed a
Really?
little bit forced that, like, if YouTube cares about integrity, they'll take down these children's channels, because the same way they took down Mumkey's channel. That was a stretch. The use content angle.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it.
Because it's not like that's what I was taken down for.
Yeah, it was.
It's not like a
It was
hypocrisy thing.
irrelevant also.
But I
it's
think
like-
his point was they're not following their own guidelines on this specific thing because it makes them money, whereas
that's not even a
Monkey
good-
Jones isn't making them any
It's not
money.
even a good argument though. It's like on reuse content. Of course, there's reuse content on all videos.
Yeah, you've made like what 12 knife game videos? It's just the same shit.
I made one.
No, I'm pretty sure
No,
you made
I
like
just-
100 of them.
I just put a different sound on the back of it.
Yeah. Well,
Should we read super chats or?
we
More
can't.
opinions?
I'm gonna go piss again.
Okay.
You guys do whatever you want.
God, I don't know how to
Bathroom
read
ground
this.
zero. Yeah, I've never
Yes.
streamed on YouTube before, so I have no idea what's going on.
Do you know how to read?
Uh,
No, I'm not so good at the.
I want my burrito. It's been ages. It's all cold and.
Hey, if you guys want EmpLemon to say anything, give us money now, and he'll do it.
Soy amp cannot read confirmed.
Okay. Let's see. How do I fucking find these?
I'm gonna guess this one's mine.
I have to wait till Mumkey gets back. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, did you guys enjoy our really cool and fun video?
Guys want to watch me eat my vegan meal?
Look at what he's eating. Give him some ASMR.
Oh, it's spicy. Vegetables are good for you. Go vegan, save the planet. It's kind of spicy. I ain't gonna lie. It's like cilantro and jalapenos.
Damn, how long was that fucking video?
It's an hour and 10 minutes. With us pausing, probably took us a couple hours.
Yeah, about 2 hours we've been streaming. I don't know how people stream this long. All right, who's in the chat? Nerd, yeah, Nerd City. You missed about an hour and 15-minute video that we just kind of watched. And
Oh,
stood
Nerd
still
City,
for.
welcome. Wait, he's here?
Yeah, he said something earlier.
What's up, nerd? By the way, you are awesome for going on that Cold Ones podcast and talking about Mumkey. Don't do that. Don't do that gesture. That's a very rude gesture.
All right, hold it down, Em.
Hold it down.
Hold it down for me.
But
Can you square up the angle? Sit right in front of the.
I've never streamed anything before in my life. What am I supposed to do? Just eat this delicious vegan meal?
I don't want you fucking this up for everyone.
They're sending in money. I don't know what to do.
You gotta wait for Mumkey.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I'm doing. Good God, Mumkey.
What's up?
We gotta figure out how to read these super chats and fast.
Okay, you're the only one who's like ever done competent streaming before. Just
Oh yeah, I can
help us out here.
Yeah, I'll read the super chat. Should we announce to the public that for all intents and purposes, this is probably the finale of State of the YouTube podcast?
Yeah, I think they already kind of figured it out, but I'm glad so many people actually came to watch this.
Yeah. Just if you listen to the Mumkey update episode, it's not that we all hate each other like everybody thinks, because that's what we always say. It's more that EmpLemon just doesn't like podcasts very much. So maybe Rusty and I will keep posting things, but we might just rebrand the channel.
I think if we do something, yeah, we should rebrand it if we're gonna continue.
So I guess let us know in the comment section if you want to see more stuff, even without everybody's favorite lemon head. Let's I don't know how to.
Oh, okay. So, oh, you got it. Is this really how you have to read super chats?
It might be.
We made $18 in the last 60 days.
Well, let's not give out all our information.
Where's the
You have to go. You went to channel. See, Zoomers can be boomers.
It should be right around. Okay,
But
it says no new super chats. We can't read them. They're not there.
What the fuck, dude?
It literally says there are no super chats. So I don't know.
What? There's got to be a way we can see it because they've definitely been coming in, right?
Emp, is there any possible way that comments could convince you to continue doing the show?
Unfortunately, no. I'm like the Joker.
Wow.
Society, aka the SOTY comment section. They've pushed me to the point of no return.
Okay. You guys should have been nicer to Emp in the comment section, I guess.
You want to know what happens to mean commenters who insult me?
You get what you fucking deserve. Is that what you were gonna say? Did I steal your thunder?
You want to know what happens to people who steal my thunder?
So there's like a 65% chance that within the next 3 months, Rusty and I will start a new show on this channel, probably called Trash Rats, where we talk about whatever the fuck we want and mostly just interview YouTubers that we like. Is that what you're thinking, Rust?
Yeah, I like the idea of just kind of talking shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't have an opinion about too many political things.
Yeah.
Not these days. Not these days.
Yeah, and the concept of State of the YouTube, it sort
There we
of
go.
restricts us to like people expect us to talk specifically about YouTube, which we don't really do that very often. Our best episode is about fucking Taco Bell, so I think rebranding almost makes more sense in general.
Yeah, Trash Rats is a fun name.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, should we just answer some chat questions and then
No,
fuck
no, we
off?
got the
Or
super chats up.
oh, you found them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
How many do we have?
Right. This is what this is.
Whatever we have, divided by subtract
Dude, what the fuck?
35%
This is
and
so
then
many
divide by
donuts.
3.
This is like, is this why people just stream instead of making good content? Can
look-
people just fucking flame
That was
money
good
at you
content.
for no
Yeah,
reason?
look at Mr. Mediker's channel. He took down every video and just streams now to make money.
All right, let's read these.
Okay.
Call Me Trash for $100 says the boys.
No, don't give him credit. That's 100 pesos. That's like 30 cents.
I wet my ass with
Oh,
100
okay.
pesos.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna fucking sit this
No.
one out.
You're not gonna read them? Okay.
I can't read.
The boys are back in town. Punk ass Parker says, Mumkey, please don't shave ever again. Rusty, if he shaves, beat him. Rusty couldn't beat me if he tried his hardest. You
I could
kidding me?
easily beat you.
If I recall, when we were filming Wheel of Punishment 1, we did a tournament of arm wrestling, and I beat both you and Asperger without even trying. So scrawny,
No,
if scrawny ass Mumkey can beat you guys in arm wrestling,
No, we did pretty good. We were like head to head.
You guys did not stand a ghost of a chance. First of all,
I wonder if this meal is going to make my poop green again.
Yeah, probably will, like The Simpsons.
Crow says post ball pics. Jones says Boogie just had a heart attack on stream. Super Cake Yum Yum says at least Mumkey Jones hasn't committed suicide yet. Don't hold your breath,
Yet.
folks. Yeah, by the end of the year, I'll probably be dead.
Monkey Jones won't hold his breath.
Don't do it. No.
Call me
Your
trash.
content's so good.
Oh, shut the fuck up. 11 out of 12, never forget. 11, 12, never forget. Much worse than 9/11. James Spears, thank you for the $2. Nev Manning says thoughts on the new Drew Peacock situation. Do you guys know who this is?
Yeah, honestly,
what is it? I have no idea what he said.
I don't know. I've never.
Do you know
heard of it.
Drew Peacock?
Yeah, he was selling me erectile dysfunction medication the other day.
Are you joking? Oh, see, I'm the only one who's been drinking, and you guys seem much more drunk than me. What are you fucking talking about?
I guarantee I've drank about 4 times as much as you have tonight.
Fireball is 99% liquor, 1% cinnamon.
99% gay.
True. Well, yeah. I mean,
This vegan food is
Okay.
causing fireworks in my colon.
none of us know who Drew Peacock is.
Ugh.
Join Tentacord. I don't know what that means. Money for Blaze. Thank you. Call me trash. Tutors says, nice to see the show back. Well, for one episode. I'm a big fan of the podcast, and it's nice to see you guys.
Hey,
Also,
I'll do streaming when we're all together.
so when I come to town once a year,
I mean, this is like all right, but the podcast is it's just tedious, man. Like
You never interrupt a super chat.
I'm sorry.
Emp, even if we rebrand the show and everything, can we get 1 hour of your time each month and
Yeah.
have Emp come on and talk to us, and you can choose the topic.
You can be a third chair.
Yeah, you can choose the topic, and once a month we have you on as a guest, as a royal guest.
Right, I guess
we'll give you 1% of the ad revenue that month.
I guess if you're like interviewing me, that's fine.
No, we're not fucking interviewing you, you narcissistic piece of shit. We want your opinion on things.
So, Emp, what are you? Any new videos coming out this month
Yeah.
that we should be talking about?
The answer's always no.
No.
Tutor says, nice to see the show back. Well, nice to see you guys too. Also tell Emp meat and ice cream rule, veganism drools.
Triggered.
Hey,
Whoa.
Oreo's vegan.
Adrian says, poo. Thank you. Wow, $20 just to say poo. Thank you, Adrian. A Super Swim Team 7 says, happy Halloween. Call me trash says, show feet. Rusty, I think that's on you.
Show feet.
Yeah. We're waiting for you on that one.
I'm gonna go find some.
No, they want to see your feet. Okay, here we go. There you go, folks. Let's
What the
I'm gonna-
hell is
I'm
happening?
literally molesting Rusty. Okay, let's
I'm
get
not
this.
okay with this.
Let's get the sock off.
I don't have feet. I hate toes. My shirt got unbuttoned.
Oh no, you're showing way too much skin.
I'm showing too much of my fucking fat stomach.
Samuel says, Emp, if you're held hostage, say bonanza.
Lump.
Cold Steak says, I, EmpLemon, have the best teeth in the game. Is that true?
Yeah, now that I've eaten Oreo.
Your teeth are pretty nice.
I never actually needed braces.
You kind of got big gums and little tiny baby teeth.
What if I do like white people lips?
There you go. There you go.
The ultimate soy face.
That's it. White people lips.
Mr. Triangle wants to hear Emp say Joker is a funny guy.
Joker. Now that's a funny guy.
Hey, Rusty, since Emp has officially quit the podcast, does that mean we get to split the super chat money and he doesn't get anything?
I think so.
Yeah. Are you going to stay on the show or not?
You're extorting me for the super chat money?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's only do a podcast every time Gokanaru comes out with a new video.
So once a year.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I'll pay the $300 plane ticket to fly down so we can live react to every Gokanaru
You
video.
can make your money back.
Hey, speaking of talentless hacks, Bronson wants to know, when's Frying Dory?
Frying Dory's coming out March 13th,
2024.
2032. Get ready.
I fucking promise you, one of these dipshits in the chat on that exact date is gonna post a tweet to you saying, "Hey, where's Frying Dory? You promised."
Oh, they're typing up the draft and putting it
saving
put it in the folder.
They're on TweetDeck
They're
right now.
scheduling
If
it.
you go to tweetdeck.com, you can literally schedule that tweet to send to EmpLemon on that date. I think everybody should do that.
Hopefully,
okay. I got
Elon
That's
Musk's
really funny.
robot uprising hasn't wiped out humanity by then.
Uh,
We could get to see this joke pay off 2032.
Yeah, implying any of us will still be alive by then. Turbo says, put your podcast on Google Podcasts so I don't need to watch YouTube at work. Don't worry, buddy. According to Emp, we're never doing another episode. Even 144p for 2 hours drains my data. Yo, Emp, say there may never ever be a suicide as epic as Jeffrey Epstein's.
There will never, ever be another epic suicide like Jeffrey Epstein's.
You could have just read it. You fucked up the quote immediately.
I put my own spin
No,
on
read
it.
the next
But everybody just wants Emp to say things.
All right. Can I make him say that?
Okay.
Em, say the N word.
Noodles.
Ah.
No, I think Tutors, when she donated $2, she meant you should say.
We should probably refund that.
Well, yeah, because he didn't. If somebody super chats, you have to do what they say.
Yeah.
Or else.
Yeah. You're
breaking the law.
Beholden to their
So you have to say the N word.
their law.
Just say it. You're not even white. You can say whatever you want. You can say the N word.
I need another super chat giving me the pass.
Okay, if somebody super chat giving a black person has to super chat saying, I give Emperor Lemon the N-word pass. Make it happen. And you have to, how much should they have to donate? Like 3/5 of a super chat or something?
100. I don't know.
60 cents? 3/5 of $1. Comedy Cope says, I know you have an iFunny. What is it?
I don't have an iFunny. My stuff gets posted there all the time. One time, one of my things went viral and got like 700,000 likes on iFunny.
I thought your shit got posted to not funny.
You want to play this way? You want to play this very rustic case, Mr. Knife Game?
Robot Attack says sweaty Mumkey. Am I fucking sweaty?
No, we're all sweaty.
I'm not sweaty at all. It's just a reflection of the light on my forehead.
Light, and it's kind of greasy.
I'm not. Yeah, well, we're all
Just
greasy. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
We live in
Sweaty
a
grease.
grease swamp that grows flesh trees.
That's Florida in a nutshell.
Do we have any more?
Felch says rebrand the podcast to the I Hate EmpLemon podcast. That's what we're gonna call it.
Oh, good idea.
Well, now that he's leaving the show, we should call it that. That's pretty catchy.
I agree. I just have a problem where I say things in a weirdly
like how the
sarcastic
Joker
accent.
starts laughing at the worst possible moments.
Oh yeah, just like that.
You are exactly like Arthur
Yes.
Fleck.
Oh my gosh, how did you figure that out? I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
Problem.
And Daggett throws in a buck. Okay, we're all caught up, so I guess that's the end of the show. Are we done?
No, there's more super chats coming in. aren't they?
I
Every minute more
People will
super chats
just
are
give
coming
you
in.
money for just recording yourself
whoa,
online.
whoa.
No actual good content here.
Call me trash.
Give me money.
Hey, he threw in another 100 pesos to say I give Emperor Lemon the pass. Also plant a tree or something. It's on you. He gave you the N-word pass. Here, this
Well, you see, sometimes there's like certain things that we got like a protocol with, like, you know, the process, and one thing leads to another, and I don't know if I can do this, guys. I just don't know if I can do it. Oh gosh, this is Joaquin Phoenix's countdown to the N-word all over again.
all right, are we done? Can we go to bed now?
To bed?
Yeah. It's bedtime. It's 1:24 in the morning.
Yeah, we gotta go to bed.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to, I guess, literally the finale of State of the YouTube. Now that Emp's leaving the show, and me and Rust are gonna move on to do bigger and better things. So
Yeah, definitely better.
I hope
you guys will be better.
Should
I've been
we-
holding the show back.
since this is the finale, can we reminisce on some of our favorite State of the YouTube moments over the last year?
No, I hated it all.
So one thing I really liked was and I think it was actually probably the last official episode recorded before this, when it was actually you that was stating we left Mumkey out, and we had we had a long talk about how we were gonna maybe kick Mumkey off the show. And,
No, you guys
and
didn't.
then Emp actually confessed that he didn't want to be on the show anymore. And I thought that was a pretty memorable
So
moment.
the problem then solved itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like
Just like,
what was your favorite moment?
just like the dog in the bathroom with the toilet paper and the peeing on the floor. It solved itself.
Classic moment. Classic. I enjoyed all of the fan animations of EmpLemon's Vigo Taco Bell story.
Oh yeah, that was definitely.
And
that was fun.
anytime the fans chip in and do something creative, I really appreciate it, and I thought that was a lot of fun. And then we played a bunch of them on the show, and I thought it was great.
I liked interviewing people and all the great people we had on the show. Shout outs to Nerd City, Wang,
Anxiety War. That
Chris
was
Wilson,
Anxiety War
Internet
was so
Historian.
fucking tight.
Yeah, that was a great episode. Anxiety
Eggy.
War is yeah.
Hey, when can we release the lost Internet Historian tapes?
I don't know if that's ever coming out.
Yeah,
That
never
might
come
be
out.
lost forever.
Damn it.
What, I wasn't there for that. What happened?
He went on just a drunken bender, went on a racial tirade.
They say
No,
a
he
lot of
didn't.
things
Total-
in Australia that we should not say here in America.
You guys are
I'll
full
say
of
that.
shit.
especially about the Aboriginal people.
We had a
They're good people.
State of the YouTube had some great drama with Quentin reviews.
That was a good moment.
Yeah, that was fun.
That made a little bit of slight internet history, because Quentin now plays with Legos and everyone knows it.
Yeah, the podcast was ruined because he loudly was playing with his Lego set while recording the show.
Guys, I don't hate Quentin anymore. I don't hate Quentin.
You hated him?
Hey Trevor, thank you for the $20 to say Poop 3 the trilogy. That was probably worth your money. Wait, what does Poop 3 mean? Is that like something I don't get? Is that like a reference to
It's like this-
YouTube poops?
It's like the P score, poop score.
Oh, wow.
My poop score is 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I asked people on the Twitter.
That's
They
okay.
like the P score,
Guys,
versus the
I'll
P score.
I'll come back every now and then.
You better, because I love talking
How
to you.
about every then?
Yes.
And now.
And I will give you a detailed report of my poop. For example, today my poop was kind of like dark brown, more dark, maybe closer to black.
You told me it was
had-
green.
It had a green trim, like the little the turd body itself was like dark brownish black, but like kind of the particulates hanging off of it that looked kind of green.
Now, when people said you're famous for YouTube poop, I didn't know you meant you literally went on YouTube and talked about your poop. But I guess
Oh no,
is that-
the best episodes of EmpLemon on this podcast are yet to come, where I deliver my bi-monthly poop bowel movement report.
And then we stop making content, so it's just Emp talking
No,
about his shit.
Unironically, if we want to keep Emp on the show, it would be hilarious if every 2 months we recorded like a new episode in a series where he just talks about his bowel movements of the week.
Well, my stool this last week was not as good as the week
I'm not
before.
even joking. We should legitimately make that a segment on this channel. That would be hysterical.
Exactly. We could call
That
it,
would be
we could call
better
it
than what we
YouTube
already
poop with
made.
EmpLemon.
Yeah. Okay, that's happening. I guess episode 1 is happening right now, and we'll see you, I guess, in December with episode 2. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
December. Oh, also, well, I do. God damn it! I know you're not gonna fly back down for this, but
With all these super chats, maybe I will.
right. Well, for the
We can set up a-
12-hour stream where we have to watch every single
The fidget
TikTok
spinner
of the
song.
fidget that uses the fidget spinner song, and it'll take
God
about
damn it,
10 to 12 hours. And now we know how to do it. The technology is right here.
We have the technology. Nerd City, Cold Ones crew, eat your heart out. We have the best fucking production out of any goddamn show on this website.
Rusty legitimately invested 3 hours of his day-to-day trying to make this live stream happen, and we had to settle for just filming his TV screen because we couldn't make OBS work on his Mac.
It didn't work.
He's an Apple person. Get a load of this
Yeah.
loser.
Eat some
He uses
oranges first of all.
Apple.
Or a pear would be better. Apple's disgusting.
Pear phone, the off-brand they had in iCarly. That's what Rusty deserves.
Okay, are we done? You guys have anything else to say?
No.
Okay.
Now you guys said it all.
But I have a 9-hour manifesto to deliver about my poop this morning.
If you want to talk about your poop, I will listen. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think we got to leave the fans with like a clip. We got to leave them wanting more.
Okay. Well,
Oh, we got to leave them wanting more. Hey, well, be sure to like and subscribe for more regular content. We upload every week.
Should we try to post at least 1 episode a month on this channel?
At least every 2 months.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I hooked you up with that editor, Bedhead Bernie's friend.
Who?
Who Bedhead Bernie?
Me?
No, it was like one of his friends who works on audio for Bedhead Bernie's videos. He can do the show.
For this
make
show.
it come out a
Okay.
lot faster.
I want to get Reactor on the show as like a reoccurring guest, but he's been busy lately.
Yes, Bergen out.
All right, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Gokanaru, I wholeheartedly appreciate your video through and through.
Yeah, great video. And this is like we made fun of it a little bit, but
Well,
this
we,
is actually
we disagreed with one
this
segment.
is a very important video. It's a bold move. It's a bold move coming out on YouTube, talking about Elliot Rodger, talking about all this controversial stuff, just out of the goodness of trying to prove a point that YouTube just really fucked up here, and they just need accountability and transparency. And you put yourself on the line, knowing the risks, and they even fucked with you. They put you in like the lion's den immediately, and you still did it.
And
This is the mark of a
he
true
fought through it
YouTuber.
and he fucking won, which I've never seen happen on this
for the
platform.
content. It's for the content. It's not for the money. It's not for the subs. It's not for the blind fan worship. It's for the content. It's to make a goddamn point. It's not about the money. It's about the message.
All right. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. And Rusty and I will see you probably sometime in November. Can we promise at least 1 episode in November?
Yeah, we can do one.
'Cause I think even if we just get drunk and bullshit for an hour, we'll get at least 2,000 views on it. So why not? Give the people what they want. They want to hear us talk about our lives.
Everyone has been asking for this, so yes, we should deliver.
Yeah, EmpLemon's the one who is holding us back. Now that it's just you and me, we can thrive on this platform like never before.
Do we have more super chats? Someone's saying to read them.
Go ahead.
What, refresh?
Oh, this is going to be an infinite cycle, isn't it?
More money for us.
How do people have this much goddamn money to throw away on
All right,
stupid,
let's just
shitty
finish this
stream
up.
Okay.
with has-been washed
for it,
up
Russ.
YouTubers like us?
Okay, poop. Lots of poop comments.
Do we already read it? Poop 3, the trilogy. I waste. Oh, that was Trevor Massey. Daga Zorora. I wasted a buck. Also, Admiral Akbar. Say the V word.
Number 15, my bowel movement.
Trevor Macy says poop pre-sequel. Core Tat-G says smoke poop every day. Dr. Boot Fatman says the original Mr. Meatman video was literally the worst thing that I've ever sat through. Exposed videos are unequivocally the crappiest content on
Yeah,
YouTube.
Gokanaru should expose Mr. Meatman.
No, guys. My viewpoint on this is that we should try to be better. We should try to because
Be better.
No. Here's my legitimate view. Exposed videos are so easy to make. It's so easy to get popular and to get clicks by just shitting on somebody for any reason. What I've been trying to do, and I started this with my Nerd City video, and I'm going to continue it with some videos in November, is create literally a brand new genre of content where instead of trying to tear somebody down to get easy clicks, you try to build somebody up and expose them in a positive light. I've literally never seen anybody do it other than me and now Gokanaru.
That's right, Mumkey. And just like how you're bringing a whole new style of content in the future with my limited but impactful contributions to this show, I will be donning a whole new genre of podcast where instead of shitting on stuff around the web, I talk about my literal shit for 2 hours. You've heard of Cum Town. Get ready to enter Poop
Shit
Town
town.
because I'm going to start a journal, start a diary, and start keeping track of my poo. And then we're going to talk about it on the show.
All right, read this one.
Here, use this to buy a real computer. Boomer.
Yeah, nice MacBook.
20
you fucking homo.
pesos? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's worth nothing.
And if there's nothing right now, we're gonna Trevor Massey says poop poop. Okay. Goodbye.
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Fucking pieces of shit.